time for the Double Special Show with Christopher Gorges and J.B. Lee, coming to you live from the Comedy Slam Radio Studios in beautiful Tampa Bay, Florida. And now, let's get on with the show, baby.
Hi, I'm Chris Wheeler, voice of the Philadelphia Phillies baseball team, and you're listening to Double Special on ComedySlamRadio.com.
Wait.
And we're back live on ComedySlamRadio.com. And we're back live on ComedySlamRadio.com. Chung Fu Chop. What was that?
Just back away from the mic.
Oh, back away from the mic.
No, or you can move
the mic away.
Yeah, you can move it.
I could do so many things.
You're so forceful. I can't. I feel like.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for.
Wait. Let me say hello first before you do the stupid bell thing, man. Double Special in the house. ComedySlamRadio.com. See, you're not even prepared to do the bell. That was the weakest bell ring I've ever heard.
It was just a.
Did you mute it on
was
purpose?
a bell feint.
It was. Oh, that was.
I fainted.
Well, in that case, it was impressive.
Yes.
Welcome back to a special edition, double special right here on the radio. JB Lee in the studio, Chris Gorges in the studio. Thank you so much. And special guest, second week in a row, Tiffany Barbee in the studio. Tiffany?
What's up?
That's it? That's all you have? What's up?
Glad to be back.
Okay.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing her new bit on the Double Special Show. It's the Tiffany Epiphany with Tiffany Barbee. That's right. It's not jogging your memory. It's jogging your funny bone with the Tiffany Epiphany on the Double Special Show.
Very good. See, that's why he's sitting over there, and
Awesome.
and he's got the voice right. No, so Tiffany, as we found out, the car ride over, because Tiffany has a scooter. She doesn't ride in the rain.
Right.
We felt compelled to get Tiffany, bring her in.
Won't ride in the dark. Scary.
Yeah, what is it, dusk? I'm done. I can't drive the
Have
scooter
no
at dusk.
lights.
All right. So we bring Tiffany into the studio. I like having the female voice
Oh, yeah.
in here.
Oh,
we
yeah.
used to have Sarah Wilcox, and Sarah, in no way should Tiffany threaten Sarah, right? Have you ever met Sarah Wilcox?
Wow, why would you even bring that up?
I don't know, because it's good radio fun.
Oh, I hope you're not threatened by the ghost of our old partner.
No, not Tiffany.
No,
the other way around.
What? Oh.
If Sarah, it feels like, because listen, Sarah was calling in initially at the show, and then she stopped because she has work and she's in Minnesota.
So many things going on in
Right,
Sarah
right.
Wilcox's life right now.
All right. Yes.
No, I mean, of course not. If she called up and was like, "Can I come today?" instead of Tiffany, I'd be like, "Okay, that's fine."
You wouldn't plot against her like, oh yeah, you can come. Yeah, come to the studio. I dare
She
you.
wouldn't need
Right,
to plot.
right. No.
She would merely kung fu her into submission.
Kung fu her into submission.
Karate chop.
She bring her to the
No.
studio to do it. Come on down. Let me show you. No, but again, you and I think have good chemistry together. But it's nice to have somebody else in here to bing stuff off of, right?
No, I'm always about expanding the family.
Expanding the family.
That's right. Eventually we become a Manson-like cult. I'm already stalking new young foreign directors.
That's right. We're shopping for deserted ranches to live together and a commune together, if you will.
It requires a cave with chocolate fountains and magical trees.
Tiffany, okay,
A
first
nice
of all,
cult.
yeah, right. I don't know if you know who Manson is, right?
Of course.
Okay, she's much younger than us, so I just have to check. I don't know.
I
I don't know
know.
if he's relevant anymore. We have to move up in our serial killers or people who would be more contemporary than Manson. You think? You're young. Tell me.
Dahmer.
Ted Bundy? I don't know.
Well, that's okay. Well, that's
Is that old too?
yeah, kind
I
of.
don't
Manson wasn't even really a
know.
killer. He never actually participated in any of the murders. He was just the one who directed them.
Yeah,
he
he
was like a
orchestrated
cult
them.
freak.
Yeah, he was a cult freak.
leader.
It was the girls that took everything.
The ladies.
All right, so yeah, again, another episode of Double Special with Tiffany Barbee. If you'd like,
And now we've recruited a martial arts expert female. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
if you'd like to call us up in the studio, 727-493-2055 is the number. We are on the web.
At
Yeah.
doublespecial@gmail.com if you wish to email at us.
If
You can
you wish.
Twitter us at doublespecial at Twitter. You can, we have a website now. We own the name, but we have not put up a website.
So we don't have a website. We have the name.
We own the name.
We own the name of the website,
Right.
Which we'll do nothing with, I'm sure.
No.
It'll go the
not
same.
yet.
It'll go the same way as the open mic project. film that we shot.
Unless we get hired and then we have it, it's like there, and we can give it to somebody to like back us up. You know.
What kind of website is it? Like on GoDaddy or like what is it?
we don't have a server. We were thinking of
yeah,
what
we
was
just-
that?
we bought the
Wix
domain
Mix?
name.
Because
or
I have
something.
I have my mastertiffany.com that I do.
What?
I can help you.
Master Tiffany?
Mastertiffany.com.
Are you an actual master at Taekwondo? Is that correct?
Yes.
No, seriously.
Yeah, and kickboxing.
In kickboxing, what style of kickboxing? Is it like? Are you like? Is it Thai kickboxing or is it
No, it's just,
Korean?
it's plain like American
It's-
kickboxing.
Okay, so it's like best of the best kickboxing.
Right.
Like, which Soul Calibur character would your style be most like?
Yeah. Which one?
So I don't.
Oh.
I haven't watched that movie. See, I do martial arts, so I don't like to watch movies about martial arts.
All right, listen, it's a video game, first of all.
Oh.
Like,
I've played Mortal Kombat before.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Which
I
one
like
would you be?
Sonya Blade.
No, but which one would you be like? Your style of fighting?
Yeah.
I'm going with
Probably
Johnny.
like Johnny.
Exactly, Johnny Gage.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay.
And like I could do the splits and punch someone in the balls if you want me to.
You could actually split and punch somebody up in the balls?
That'd be fun.
Anybody we want.
Anybody we want?
Yeah.
Let's get Laz in here.
Laszlo!
Let's get Laz in here and see if Laz will stand there. And we can give him a cup because she could probably break through a cup. She's probably some
Yeah.
Shaolin training, and she's like, oh, and just
We
like,
can score it with a razor blade first. It'll like break into shards.
oh, that'd be awesome.
I know.
Jewish nuts all over the place. Oh, God.
Oh.
Poor Lazo. No, so I didn't know you were a master, though. What do you have to do to be a master in kickboxing?
Well, I mean, you just don't quit.
Mhm.
You just stay in it.
You're the
and
best.
You never quit.
I'm the best. Never's gonna end.
Yeah, no, I thought it
yeah.
was like-
I mean, you just kind of stick with it and you just progress.
No,
as it
but I
goes
meant
on.
officially. Because you
You
do
get like
you
a
mean like what
certificate?
did I have to do at the grading?
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, but I mean, look. Let's start. Let's
All
start.
right.
Okay,
Let's start at the
let's have-
bottom of the
I
mountain
have to
when
have
you
an
see all the
epiphany.
steps, and you have to go. Yeah, let's have an epiphany. I want
Okay.
you to have a Tiffany
I'm
epiphany right now.
focused.
And
We don't even have the
what
theme
is the
music.
process? I mean, you just don't go somewhere and take a test. You have to get belts and right.
Right.
And then you get a test by some other grand, poobah, whatever the hell they
yeah,
are.
like my last grading I did with like Bill Wallace, which is like
So he sounds serious.
Oh my
he's
God.
like Bill Superfoot Wallace.
Bill Superfoot Wallace, seriously?
Yeah, like he used to be like Bruce Lee's bodyguard.
No,
or something
I know
like
who
that.
he is.
Oh, you do
yeah,
know who
yeah,
he is?
so-
Okay.
certainly,
yeah,
yeah.
he went to my martial arts school.
That's
and he actually
insane.
came to me and some other grandmasters.
What was the other guy? Don. What was his name? Don.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don the Dragon Wilson. Remember him?
Yeah, my
See?
friend actually
See?
just was on the airplane with him.
On the airplane.
But I mean, I was on the Florida League of Martial Arts and all that stuff, so I'm kind of like I was.
The Florida League of Martial Arts?
Yeah.
'Cause that sounds like superheroes and you're out and you're doing stuff with martial arts.
So I was really into it.
No, of
and
course.
Stuff,
You were in
so-
the league.
Right.
If you assemble all these people together, does like an action movie break out? Like, is that- I'm on a plane with Don the Dragon Wilson. I'm preparing to parachute out after the terrorists take over.
So now if you're a master, what skills do you have to attain to be a master? Because to me that seems like you should be able to kick like a board and then a board 20 feet away breaks. You know what I mean? Like some insane kung fu skill.
Well, you have to do all sorts of board breakings.
What do you mean all sorts? Tell it. Please, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have to like break a board on your head. Like someone like has to throw a board up in the air, and you have to be able to punch it while it's like in the air.
Punch it and break it or just punch it?
Punch it and break
All right.
it.
Off the
And
top
then,
of your
like-
head, how many boards have you broken in your life?
Oh,
Yes, Master
gosh,
Tiffany Barbee.
I don't know. Like over hundreds. I don't know.
Over 100.
Over hundreds. Over hundreds, you guys.
Yeah, right now the
I don't
effect
know.
of the board breaking on the head
I've been
is
doing
evident.
it. I've been doing it since I was 6, and every
Holy
grading
crap.
you have to break a board, and then as you get to be like higher up, you got to break tons of boards.
Tons of boards.
And then you got to like break cinder blocks.
Why
and
are
bricks
why are
and all.
kickboxers so pissed off at boards? Why not?
Why
something else?
construction materials altogether?
Right.
I don't
Why not a
know.
fruit? I'd like to see you kick a nice watermelon. Why don't you do that?
That'd be
right?
pretty easy.
Yeah, but
Like,
but you'd have to like be like no. If you were going to kick a
More like a
watermelon as a
pumpkin.
no or a
If
pumpkin.
you could kick a pumpkin to death, that would be pretty cool. I mean,
No, but I mean, if she's a master, she should be able to kick a pumpkin just so that only one little chunk comes out. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't
like carve a
obliterate.
face out of the
There's,
pumpkin
Exactly.
with her foot.
with kicks. Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
There's something we have to do where there's like 3 big boards and you can only break the middle board. Like they'll be like you can only break the back board, or you can only.
That's what I'm
break
saying.
The, like
Where the
there's, like-
force is put through to
yeah,
the other side.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
Right.
there's that kind of stuff we have to do.
Shaolin
Too.
stuff, man.
So you could like clean the pumpkin from the inside out. Like,
Right.
One punch, and then you just open it up, and all the seeds are already roasted. Pulp's like in a nice little plastic bag already.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Twistics on there.
That's funny.
Holy crap, man!
Yeah,
I didn't know
so-
you were
That'd be
so.
so
Be
awesome.
careful about Tiffany, dude.
I know.
Did Heat Miser know of your masteries of?
Yeah,
the-
he actually had the whole time we were together. He was taking martial arts. He just stopped taking. Like he still took it after we broke up. He
Yeah.
just stopped
It's
like
addictive.
2 weeks ago. Like,
How
he
close to
stopped
master
coming.
did he get?
He got up to like a red belt. So he got to be like an advanced belt.
I was a red belt in Taekwondo, though, so I understand the
Right.
process, but had no desire to be a master. I mean, I guess maybe in the back of my mind, but I thought this is going to take years. I can't afford this. Dude, every time you test,
it's really expensive.
Right. Every time you test, it's like $100, $200, right?
Right. I try to keep it cheap for my students. Like my students only have to pay like $25, $45. Like as they get higher up, it's $45. At the beginning, it's just $25.
And the markup on the belts, because you can go to Michael's. You can
yeah.
buy those belts by the yard.
To
I don't
be
know if you knew that.
honest, I mean, I don't think any of my students are listening to this, but my belts only cost me like $3, and then I charge, you know,
3 students just texted you. I'm out of here. This is bull crap. I'm not paying.
But I'm way cheaper than other places that charge like $100, like you were saying.
Yeah, but Tiffany has added colors to her steps. Now she got like lavender belt, and just so you get more money, you know, olive green belt. I'm an olive belt now.
I made a Necker wafer belt.
Some places do that. Like they have like camouflage belts. And,
Yeah,
like,
I've reached the pomegranate level.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't do that.
Oh my god.
Do you have like custom belts? Like,
Yeah, can you do custom belts?
Yeah, really.
Where do you get your belts from?
I ordered
martial
them
arts
from
supply?
No, I ordered them from Bold Look, and I get like wholesale.
Bold Look? What
it's
the hell
called,
is-
It's called Bold Look, and if you have a school, you get an account. But anyway, it's all technical.
What do you mean all technical?
It's all
Don't
super
you
technical.
don't
I have
condescend me with your
I have
technical.
a wholesale account. It's boring.
See,
you
she
know?
gets master.
You have to go onto the World Wide Web. Maybe you've heard of it. I don't know. It's very technical. I have to enter a website address.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it a little bit later. Do you want to do your deal? You want to get into it?
We're gonna go to check-in now. I didn't even know.
I gave you the thing.
No, you talked about
He's been ready the whole time. He's had his finger on the mouse,
I
like
know.
waiting.
All right, check in. Here we go.
check in.
All right.
A blast hits Israeli tour bus in Bulgaria. Check in.
Look.
Really?
Yes, that
Yeah.
was. It's
Because I
bad
want to
news.
go to Israel.
No.
Okay, wow.
Today?
Do not do it via Bulgaria.
Yeah, or a bus. You might want to fly there. What the hell? You're like, oh, that's one of my places I went. It was on the bucket list, damn it.
It is on my bucket
Oh,
list.
for crap's sake. All right, listen, I saw the story, and you heard what the Prime Minister said. He's like,
All signs point to Iran.
Exactly.
Israel will respond forcefully to Iranian terror.
Saber rattle, saber rattle.
Why would they do it in Bulgaria then?
Because they're hitting, I guess, the Israelis wherever they can. This is not an isolated incident. It's been happening a lot in the past like month or two. I saw the BBC report tonight, and yeah, it's getting serious. And
Poor little Bulgaria. They just get picked on like their whole lives, man. And they invented such a delicious type of wheat. And what do we give them in return? Exploding Jew buses. Why?
No, listen, we don't want to make light of the bus situation.
No, not at all.
No, we would never do that.
Never
Tiffany,
do that.
were you aware of this? Obviously not, because you were shocked and had to mark off a destination.
I didn't know. No, I'm still going to go to.
You still going to go? You're going to risk it? She
Yeah.
don't care. You're not Jewish, right? You don't give a crap?
She's
I was
Unitarian.
Jewish.
What?
I was Jewish. I have a certificate for it. And
Oh, for crap. What are you, a master in Judaism now? What do you got?
I have a certificate.
What do you mean a certificate? What does that mean?
Well, like I converted and they gave me a certificate.
And
they
now
did, like
you-
a whole prayer. But yeah, now I'm not anymore.
But you're back.
I was.
See,
I'm very fickle. Very fickle.
I know that's how
I
women
know.
do it. That's how women do it. Oh, look, I'm Jewish. I'm not again. Hey, I'm straight. I'm gay. They have no idea. But you're not like that. You're a master. Oh, she got pissed when I said that. You see that?
No, I
Right.
didn't. I
Did.
never get mad. No, I'm just
did.
thinking.
Well, listen,
yeah,
normally it
martial
wouldn't
arts-
matter, but you could rip out my throat. So when you make a face like that, I mean, it's like a pit bull.
All right,
You know what I
back
mean?
on topic.
Anyway.
Check in. 2/3 of Spaniards aged below 30 still live with their parents. Check in.
I have like a comment on everything. Anyway, keep going.
No,
That's good. That's why you were checking in, so you have a comment on it.
I think that happens a lot here in the States. I don't know
I
if it's
know.
Spain is such an isolated place.
Mm.
You
All right,
know
we'll,
people?
We'll wait for you to finish chewing your
Sorry.
granola
In
bar.
Europe, they do that. Like
Where?
in Europe,
Yeah.
my ex-husband
Yeah. What?
would live with his parents for like ever if it was up to him.
Okay,
like,
but I
like
think-
when we got married, he was 24 and like he was never planning on moving out of there.
Yeah, but the difference
That's what they
between
do.
the difference between Americans is I think Americans do it out of laziness. In Europe, they're very family oriented. The
But-
families stay together, stay around.
Right.
Stay
My
with each other.
ex-husband
Yeah, they
was
do, dude.
English, so it was in England.
England. Okay.
Yeah,
England.
so it's in
But you
Europe.
can also like be on the dole and stuff, right?
On
Was
the
he
what?
on the dole?
What's the dole
It's where you like welfare
for? What
for English people.
Is it called dole?
Yeah, the dole.
No, because he lived with his parents.
Yeah, they
But,
were.
well,
his
you can still be
welfare.
on the dole.
What
Like,
do you
it's like
keep calling?
unemployment.
What do you keep calling it? The dole? Like it's heroin. What do you?
That's what they call it, the dole.
Why don't you just say dole? I'm
Because-
sure it's an acronym. Why do you say the dole?
Because then they think you're talking about bananas,
Is it no? What,
pineapples, whatever. I don't know.
no, but it's an acronym, right? What does it stand for? Dole.
No, it's not an acronym.
It's not. What
the dole. It's
like doling out?
No, I've gone on the dole, mate.
I've never heard of that.
I never look at.
I've
It's got to be an
lived over
acronym. It's got to be.
It's not.
It's got to be an acronym.
Yeah. Look it up because I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, you were over there, right?
I was over there for 3 years.
You know anybody on the dole?
Mm-mm.
Ever hear of the dole?
No.
Ever went to a store called the dole?
But like, I never hang out with poor people.
Wow.
On the dole, unemployed and in receipt of state benefit.
Oh, really?
Origin. In the UK, unemployment benefit have been known by the slang term the dole since World War I. It's derived from doling out.
Doling out. Thank you. I was right.
It's not an acronym. It's an abbreviation, ain't it, mate?
But after I said doling out, when you said no, it's dole.
Well, yeah, but you're on the dole.
No, I understand that.
You're on the dole. That's what happens.
See, I never heard of it. I never
I'm
saw
doing
homeless
Australian
people
anyway.
over there anyway.
What?
I never saw homeless people.
They're all
over
on the
there.
dole.
I
Apparently.
guess.
Really? I saw. Oh, man. Ireland
Maybe
is terrible.
in London. Yeah, I've been to Ireland. I don't remember. Yeah, homeless people maybe there.
It's like a bunch of
Anyway,
homeless ladies with
move
babies.
on.
You never saw that? All right. Moving on. Check in. House Republicans unveil bill to kill AmeriCorps and federal funding for NPR, PBS, and Planned Parenthood.
Yeah.
Check in.
Wow.
I have no comment on that.
None at all? As a woman, Planned Parenthood doesn't affect you?
I've used them before.
You've used Planned Parenthood?
Not for like what you think, for getting birth control.
Okay.
Not
well,
for like...
okay, fine. I'm not accusing you of being having an abortion.
Like, that sounds really bad when I said
why?
that.
No, why would that be bad? Some
You
people
could also
are-
use them, for like getting breast cancer examinations.
That's
yeah.
right.
Do
That's
they
right.
do that?
I think so, didn't they?
Didn't you read the brochure when you were there? You just said, give me my pills, I'm
No,
out of
like,
here.
give me my pills.
She's like, I'm on the
really?
dole. I'm on the dole. Give me the. All right. So you got birth control there. So what if that were right, or what if that availability was gone? Would you be upset about that? The funding's gone. It's gone.
What about NPR?
Yeah. What about NPR? You ever listen to NPR?
I have listened to NPR.
Have. Everything is have. She did it in the past. She moved on.
Don't
from
do it anymore.
I used to be a master.
No.
I had a certificate in Judaism.
I am all consumed with punching. No,
Yeah,
that's
right.
what you're
Teaching kids
how
to
we do.
kill.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Your army of children. It's awesome.
Children of the corn. That's what it is.
I know, dude.
Tiffany's Epiphany troop.
Swear to God, you just promise them one pizza party at the end of the year, and they'll do anything. Murder anybody.
Jordan, when are you going to chime in? You never have an opinion, and you're the most opinionated person.
What?
out of
I think it's
everybody.
terrible. What?
think-
NPR, PBS, these are all my favorite free things.
Are they? PBS?
I
Planned
like
Parenthood?
PBS.
Planned Parenthood is your favorite thing?
Well, I'm cool with it.
I'm cool with it. It's not my favorite.
If they cancel Planned Parenthood, they don't need PBS because there won't be as many kids to like. I mean, they will need PBS because there will be more kids to watch Sesame Street.
I have no idea what she just said.
I don't know either. You get it because the people will be having more.
I know. I get it.
Well, yeah, they won't be like murdering the babies
No, but
in the womb like they do at Planned Parenthood. Wait, what? Oh, no, I'm sorry. They won't be enabling choice like they do at Planned Parenthood. And
God.
yeah,
All right.
NPR, no.
All right. Anything else in the check-in? You got any other ridiculous? Yeah. Okay.
Check in. I'm still scrolling through.
No, you have to have it before you ring the bell.
All right.
727-493
Record heat. Oh, okay.
2055 is the number. Go ahead.
Here's one more.
All right.
Record heat wave pushes U.S. belief in climate change to 70%.
Oh, shocking.
Yeah, right?
I was going to bring that up tonight. I actually had it in here. Where is it, Al Gore? Somebody, when are the people going to apologize to Al Gore for calling him the names and, right?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, I know, right?
It's
Right?
ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Oh, my God. Right? Wait, what?
Oh, they made fun of him when he did the show with the graft, and he
Yeah,
had the,
I remember that show.
Right, remember the extend elevator, whatever the hell he had?
Yes, I remember that.
And they were like,
Inconvenient truth.
well, exactly, and he's ridiculous and da da da. And now, as the planet, and this actually plays right into a story that is connected to this.
Mm-hmm.
In Iceland, a iceberg twice the size of Manhattan.
Oh. I thought just like 2 pant sizes bigger than Manhattan. I think it's 4 inches bigger.
No, twice the size of. I screwed the way that I was going to say that up.
I know.
Twice the size of Manhattan just broke off into the ocean, and this is serious evidence of the fact that Iceland or Greenland rather Greenland is heating up
Because Greenland's the icy one,
No,
not Iceland.
Greenland. It says Greenland right here.
I know.
I got it right.
I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Greenland's the icy one.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Well, there's some ice in Iceland.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah, that's a temperate zone. They got the.
They got freezers.
Actually, I think they have like 3 different climates.
They
in
got a
Iceland.
7-Eleven there with
All right,
the
whatever.
ready ice and all. Yeah, plenty of ice.
No, but seriously, when are we going to get online and start on Facebook? Let's get Facebook. Look at the spring movement.
Let's get some serious. Ladies and gentlemen, double special announces we're getting serious about the environment.
No, but
that's right. From now on, this is 2 hours of environmental news and getting angry. I heard somebody clubbed the seal. They clubbed the seal, man. Let's go.
Nobody clubs seals anymore.
They still
go
club
a little
seals.
current. Who does
Rich
that?
people love seals. Delicious baby seal meat.
She hangs out with rich people.
Fresh from the club.
Do you find that to be true that rich people like seals?
I've never had them feed me that for dinner.
See? So there you
Oh,
go.
not you.
What do you mean they feed you?
You're
That
just
sounds so
the help.
creepy.
I'm a vegetarian.
She sounds like she's been like sleeping on rich people's couches. I'd like a meal now, please, sir.
Sleeping on rich people couches?
I don't know. She said that. They
That
never
must be so comfy.
They've never. Depends on what room.
They've never fed me for dinner.
If you're in
before.
the sitting room, not comfy. If you're, it's more of
They
a.
have leather that wicks away sweat. It's beautiful. I don't know how they do it. Like, rich people.
I'm sorry, my wife got some really rich, nice, like official-looking leather furniture, and it feels like I'm in a lawyer's office. It's awful.
That's where it came from.
I can't. No, I can't. You can't lay on it. You can't get comfortable on a fancy leather
Yeah,
couch. You can't do it.
You stick to it.
You
too,
have
a
to
little
get.
bit.
Well, it's just stiff, and it's not for lounging. It's for sitting and waiting to go into another room. And you need like a cheap, big, fluffy, stupid Walmart couch. That's what you need to be really comfortable. Something that you suck into because you don't
Why
have
does it
a
have to
couch.
be from Walmart?
Well, I don't know because
nice
it's
room-to-go
cheap.
couch.
Because usually cheap, and right off the bat they're really comfortable until you actually get some wear out of them, and then they're the most god awful things
I
ever.
want this end up. Big, nasty wooden furniture.
I think a Walmart couch is uncomfortable because they're a little bit, like.
What do I know?
Yeah.
I haven't been out of
I
my
think
house.
rooms to go.
Rooms to go. You
Right.
think that's the way to go?
Yeah.
All right, Tiffany. All right, so.
Wow. What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, kill us all. Kill us all. We're arguing furniture here on the Double Special Show.
I know, what the hell?
Call in at
rethinking
727-493-2055. Important notice. 8th through the 13th of August, there will be no shows.
Why?
I don't
Why is
know.
that?
This is a sign right there. It says that.
Oh, 8th and through the 13th of August. Is that when he's doing the 48-hour film project?
I don't know.
8, 9, 10.
No, that's more than 48 hours.
Yeah, that's a week.
That's like a lot of hours.
What the hell is he doing? There will be no shows.
I don't
All right,
know.
well, we'll talk about it.
All right.
That's sweet because I got shows that week anyway. The week of the 10th and 11th, I will be performing at Snappers Comedy Club in Palm Harbor. So if you're listening to the show, you live here locally, come on out. I'll be headlining that weekend. Come on out and see the same crap. It's really gonna be.
I'll go.
It's gonna be the same show.
Yeah. What's going on this weekend?
Yeah, this weekend. We got the Kick and Win thing here this weekend.
The Kick and Wing.
That's right.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 8 o'clock Friday night at the Kick and Wing. Is that Holiday or Hudson?
Hudson.
Oh, God damn it. I don't want to go that far. It'll be Chris Gorges headlining with the comedy debut of Andrew Hall.
That's right. Andrew Hall, our crippled comedy correspondent, will be performing stand-up, I think, for the first time. I don't think he's ever done it in front of an audience ever.
Yeah.
And so he'll be out with his. He didn't get his new leg thing yet.
Disclaimer: he will not actually be standing up.
That's
Yes,
what I was just thinking.
No, he will not. It'll be a stand-up.
That's right.
sit-down
The
show.
Double Special Show. We say what you're thinking. Funny.
Tiffany had an epiphany. Another epiphany.
All right, you need to stop with that. You're already overusing that, dude.
All right. So if you want to check that out, go on ComedySlamRadio.com. I believe there's a link up there, or hit me up on Facebook. It's Chris Gorges on Facebook. And we'll also put up a link on our Twitter page and also Gmail or whatever, Google Plus. We have a Google Plus for Double Special?
I could, I haven't done that.
That might not be a bad idea. We'll throw that
might-
out there.
yeah.
Tiffany, are you doing any shows coming up that you want to plug? Are you doing anything at all aside from teaching people lethal moves and breaking boards?
Yeah, really.
Tons and tons of boards.
Kill everything.
Kill everything.
No, I don't have anything coming up.
Okay, well, coming up this weekend, Tim Kidd is going to be in town, and for those of you who know the show and know us, Tim Kidd, who used to be a friend of ours, I don't know where Tim Kidd is at this point with respects to how he feels about us. We had him on the show. You missed it, Tiff.
You want me to ask him?
Well, here's the thing. I was going to go to the show. I don't know if you remember. I was going to go to the show and bring a recorder and just. And see, when I said this last, I was like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah. And now I was going to go and just not confront him, not get aggressive, but just say, hey, and show up and say, hey, what's up? And see if he said to me, dude, I don't want to talk to you. Because I would be surprised. I've known Tim for a long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Now I don't know if I should go. What do you think, Jordan? You think I should go to the show and say hello at least? Or do I even bother at this point? Is it even worth it at this point?
You know what?
No, I don't.
Do you think it's worth it?
No, I'm asking you. I want your opinion. This is a talk show.
I was trying to set up a Google Plus profile, but
do it later with the Google
ladies
Plus.
and gentlemen, this weekend, Saturday night at Snappers, Chris Gorges will be confronting Tim Kidd in a battle royale.
Listen,
That's right. He'll be wearing a wire as he goes mano a mano with the Kentucky Kid. Wait, is that Kentucky?
The Kentucky Kid.
Where's he from?
He is from Louisiana. But it's
No, I thought it's Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville,
Yeah,
Kentucky,
that's
right?
right.
Louisiana, right? No, but this is
stupid-ass redneck
this
hillbilly.
is how we got in trouble in the first place.
I know.
Because you just started.
And now
saying
you're
stuff.
gonna fight him. That's right, a fist fight to the death with knives and razor blades. This Saturday night at Snappers.
How is it
before the show?
How is it a fist fight?
Winner gets the headline.
Let me finish. How is it a
Bob
fist?
Burr already agreed to this.
No, Bob Burr didn't agree on that. Tiffany, listen, I got a
That'd be
ringer.
so
I'll
awesome.
send in Tiffany.
Do you want me to train you before you go? It'll be like Rocky. I'll have
You're
you
the
like
best.
running up and down the stairs.
best. Nothing's ever going. I gotta find that song. No, I don't even know if I want to bother even dealing with
I
it, dude.
think if someone has a problem with me, I always like to kind of be like, what's wrong? Because usually it's
But
silly
for what
thing.
though? What end? What am I gonna gain? Even if he goes, yeah, listen, we're friends. What does that change anything in my life from now until then? Really, it changes nothing.
Really?
Oh, really?
But
What does
if
it
he-
change?
But if he has a problem with you, at least you're kind of smoothing
It wasn't
out.
just me. It was both of us. And Jordan, look how content Jordan is. He could care less. It didn't bother him.
What doesn't
He's
bother
lost
me?
knows that Tim doesn't want to talk to you. Tim just blew you off. And
It
he's
bothers
basically
me a little
you.
bit, but I've decided to be cool with it.
What do you mean be cool with it? Accept it? Take it?
Huh? Yeah.
You don't want to ask him. You wouldn't like to see him and say, hey, dude, like Tiffany said, well, come on. What's going on?
Hug it out.
Yeah.
Hug it out.
Yeah, I'd hug it out a little. Because I like his wife and the dog. And
Wow. Okay. That's. I would get back together because I like the other parts of his life. Not him, the main part that I connected with the most, but the other parts that I semi-connected with. A Great Dane. An albino, friggin' deaf Great Dane. That's
Not
really
quite albino, just
pretty albino, dude. It's got pink eyes. That's pretty damn albino.
right. The opposite of melanistic. But whatever.
It's okay. All right, so I don't even know. But anyway, if you want to see Tim Kidd, he's very funny. I'm not going to say that Tim isn't a great comic. He's a good comic. You've seen Tim show. It's fun,
Right,
right?
I'm going to go on Friday.
You're going Friday.
You're not going to Kicking Wings?
Wow.
But
Wow.
It's
On
a
the spot.
My scooter's never going to make it the Hudson.
She's right.
All right.
No, I think it would make it, but it would. What a crappy ride that would be.
Yeah, and
It
it'd
would-
probably be rainy.
Yeah, you
This
would-
weather here is horrible.
You would be like Jim Carrey in like Dumb and Dumber when he had that little teeny motorbike, and you at the end when he was all frozen and just.
Just go, man.
She pulls up. She's like, "We're there." We're
That's a great movie.
but I see. Then you don't have to go to. That's fine. You don't have to go to Hudson. It should be a raucous
I
occasion.
don't even know where Hudson is. Where is that? Like north, south?
It's in your Google. Just look in there.
Yeah. You got to go up 19 like forever.
It's like Newport Richie Way north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like Pasco.
It's Pasco-ish, right?
It's north of. It's almost Hernando.
It's almost Hernando.
It's like 3 counties over.
Hernando, Pasco.
Wow.
Jesus, we live in the
You got to
States.
run past 3 roadblocks.
Get me back to the city for God's sake.
What?
It's so rural and
So rural
Pasco,
here.
Hernando.
I know.
Where you live? I live out there, Hernando County.
Stupid Palm Harbor.
Palm Harbor.
Nothing but farms and farmers. People driving their stupid tractors up and down 19 all day.
Activity centers and stuff, and strip malls, and stupid rose vans.
I was driving in the rain, nearly put my scooter under a combine harvester. It's terrible, man. Hate
Damn,
this.
take rural place. I want to go somewhere fancy.
The Walmarts, they're not even that good.
Ain't got no McDonald's in there.
Nope. No imported beer. Can't get no Corona.
Oh my God! You were talking about the rich people, Tiffany. What's your background? Do you come from money? What do your folks do?
No.
Well, I don't know. You seem like you hang out. Do a lot of rich people just go,
Yeah.
hey, you look like somebody we'd like to hang out with. You come hang out with us. Don't worry about anything. We'll feed you. This is what we like. This is what.
Is
rich
that what
people-
happens?
Yeah. What happens?
Totally. She's
I don't know.
true.
I'm cute. I get by. I just get sucked in. They're like,
I'm cute.
they're
I
like-
get by.
They're like, you
Telling
look
you,
pretty. You should hang out with us.
Never was there a truer statement made by a female. I'm cute. I get by. I work with what I got.
I mean, we've ended up. Me and my girlfriend's on a yacht before. We had friends
See, that
that
would
have
never
like
happen to me or you.
Well,
That have like a.
How did that happen? You were just like at a convenience store, right? And they stopped in to
We
get
were
ice.
like at a baseball game. We ended up in the VIP
What?
section, and then
Yeah.
we went on their yacht, and then I think.
Yes, and then what?
Well, I mean, their house has like a movie theater in it, and all sorts of stuff, like bowling alleys, all sorts.
Bowling alleys, not one, multiple bowling
yeah,
alleys. This-
bowling
No,
alley.
and
they
there
all
would be
have
the
different-
tournament bowling alley, and this is the.
But-
What are you doing in the servants' bowling alley? Come here. That's not for guests. God.
Crazy. Meet me in this skeet auditorium.
Good God. Those Latvians have touched those balls, for God's sake. Come here.
And then I was Jewish.
What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
When I went to synagogue, they're all rich. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
It's true. I mean, they were. I'm not being. I was Jewish, so I can say this.
Right. Yeah.
But you were going to the rich synagogue, right?
Yeah, you were going to the
Yeah,
rich
I
synagogue.
probably was. But anyway, no, my family's poor.
If they were only cuter, we could have had more money. If they just had a little more cuteness.
I
They
know.
passed all their cuteness on to me, and therefore I become rich by proxy. It's awesome.
Do you have like tragically awkward siblings or something? You can talk about it. They're not listening.
The whole week has been crazy, man. This whole now we're here and we're talking about Jewish synagogues and rich people. Speaking of Jewish synagogues, I think Laszlo's going to call the show in a little bit. He's actually out at the Improv tonight. I think he's going to do some time out there.
Congratulations to Laszlo for getting out finally.
Dude, it's been 2 months since he's done stand-up. The last time I saw, he's just standing in the backyard with a glass of wine by his lap pool that he has at his house. Very LA, by the way, have a lap pool. And not an actual pool, lap pool.
He's rich.
It's a joke, dude.
He's rich. He's la.
Yeah, he's rich. No, he's not. And he just mumbling to himself because he hasn't done stand-up in a while. So he's ready to go. So maybe he'll call and maybe he'll give us a holler. And he's very upset. He just recently had a feud in his neighborhood with the guy across the street who threatened to kill his cat or some ridiculous guy. I don't know.
For very good reasons.
Yeah, he had on his Facebook, he said 8 o'clock improv, then he had HMU, and I was like, HMU?
What does that mean?
HMU. It means hit me up. But I never know these acronyms that people do.
All right.
He doesn't know them either. Somebody probably typed that in for him.
The worst one is I am not a lawyer because I look at that. I'm like, what?
What?
I am not a lawyer. It's IANAL. IANAL.
Wow.
You see that? It's like you gotta process it for a couple of seconds and like, oh, I am not a lawyer.
Really? You can make up an acronym online for anything that you want, really.
I know.
Right?
Right.
Like, when did that become an official acronym?
Last year.
Remember when we were
They put
talking
it in the
about
Oxford English
YOLO?
Dictionary.
YOLO, we didn't know what that meant. It was like you only live once. Yeah, I don't know.
take
I'm
it.
not good at internet.
I'm not good at their internet.
I'm not good at that there internet. And
I'm much better at the party on the yacht than I am at the internet. All right. So, hey, Nolan, can you tell me why, if you got a second, why there will be no shows 8th to the 13th of August? What is happening?
I have a meeting to go to in out of the state.
Is it anything that we need to know of? Is it,
Well, we can talk about it offline.
Offline? Oh, well,
It's an investor meeting. I have
That's
to
the
go to.
An investor meeting?
Yep, in
So
Colorado.
things are looking prompt. You're gonna bring a briefcase and get all satcheled up?
Probably.
Okay.
Are you going to get a haircut?
Yeah.
Haircut.
No.
Oh my God.
No, just do the ponytail thing. All right,
pull
I'll let you get back to the urban show over there.
Like
No Remorse Urban show.
Yeah.
That's a long meeting.
What, for 3? Well, Hitler serious
For
business.
5 days?
I'm gonna fly out there on a Tuesday. I think it is. The meeting's Thursday and Friday, and then I fly. And then I'll come back on Sunday.
Now, is this with people from out of the country?
No, just out of the state.
the Saudis? Are they involved? They're getting
Maybe.
involved. The Nigerians, are they getting involved now? The Nigerians?
Something like that.
Once the Nigerians get involved, it's all over with then.
Oh, dude.
All hell
so
breaks
awesome.
loose. Breaks loose, I'm telling you. So now are we on Google Plus? Did you put
Yeah,
double
we're on
special?
Google Plus. I friended
Yay.
everyone that suggested. It wasn't you. You didn't get suggested.
I don't have
Tiffany
Google
didn't?
Plus anymore.
How do you not have Google Plus? You got rid of it?
I got rid of it because of Heat Miser.
But you kept your Facebook.
I know. I deleted Facebook for 6 months when we were together the whole time.
No way. You do not call him Heat Miser. Awesome. So freaking awesome. Holy shit.
I'm
he
sorry.
Looks just like Heat
when
Miser.
when it sticks, it sticks. That's the first thing when I saw him. I was like, that is Heat Miser right
This
there.
is a little too specific, but he also kind of looks like Goku off Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
know
He
what
would have
that
to be
is.
younger, much skinnier. but
Yeah. He's a
Oh, like the
Dragon Ball
Is
warrior.
he has the big blonde hair?
The big blonde-haired guy. I don't know which one that is, but
Over 9,000. That's where that came from.
overnight.
Not over 5,000,
I
by
thought
the
it
way.
was over 5,000.
Yeah, I
I
know.
text you. I'm like, over 5,000.
I'm like, oh, that's so cute. She gets the memes wrong.
Tiffany Epiphany. All right. You're listening to Double Special right here on ComedySlamRadio.com. If you'd like to give us a call in the studio, 727-493-2055 is the number. We're talking about whatever. We got some other things to, in the second half of the hour. I'm going to do a quick little memorial to my mother who passed away yesterday. Love you, Mom. I've got some family members that may be listening to the show. So second half of the show, say 9:30, so we're going to play a quick little song that my mother actually did, and we'll talk a little bit. It's an interesting little piece of psychedelic rock history. And then we'll talk about some pop culture stuff, because I know you love talking about pop culture. You
I
love it.
love talking about pop culture.
You love it.
Oh, yeah, baby, pop culture.
But right off the bat, though, I will say this: Mitt Romney. What the hell is going on with Mitt Romney, dude?
Let's get on the pop culture hype train. Mitt Romney. Woo! Remember that episode where Mitt Romney worked in the candy factory? Woo! Pop culture.
What is that woo-woo thing? What is that?
I don't know.
Oh, my, that's the worst train whistle I've ever heard in my life, dude. Are you? That's
better. Yeah.
Slightly better, but
Get on the Mitt Romney train.
Yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna do it, bring it like a master.
No,
bring
you
it like
just
a
gotta-
master.
But that's like saying, yeah.
No, just the focus and the intensity that a master has. You don't have to get mean.
Woo, woo.
All right, that's not bad.
don't
She did the
know.
head cock. It was almost a
See,
football
you'll
game.
never be ever good at doing sound symphony, just because you cannot bring the passion out in people for weird train sounds or anything, can you?
No.
Terrible.
I can't. It's my fault. It's really my fault as a director. I should have given her a little bit more. I didn't. Where are you at politically? Where?
I used to love Mitt Romney. Like
When?
not
When
this
did you used to
election,
love
but
him?
when he was going before, like the original Obama election. Remember how he was like with all those people like in a row? And they
What
were,
did you
like,
see in
Yeah,
him?
they were trying to like eliminate the Republicans because he had this really funny joke that I thought was hilarious.
Mitt Romney had a funny
Right,
joke.
right. Obviously, someone probably wrote it for him, but he's like, they're talking about Mexicans coming
Yes.
over, and he's like, if a Mexican can jump over the wall that I'm gonna build, he's like, there's gonna be someone to sign him up for the Olympic team on the other side. And I thought that was the funniest thing I had ever heard for some reason. And I was like, I'm so gonna vote for him if he ever makes it. Like, fuck.
I wish I had a snapshot of Jordan's face when I went from the end of your joke to his face. The look on his face was like, I will kill somebody.
What? No, what?
That was so funny. But now, I don't know.
He's crazy. You realize that, right?
Right. Now I was
Aside from the joke that somebody else wrote for him, he's out of his friggin' mind.
right.
Yeah. I mean,
how so?
Dude, retroactively, his attorneys say retroactive retirement back like 6-7 years from his job that he was
From his abortionist job.
No, exactly. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Not the abortion. Initially, what I had heard was that he was doing it because he didn't want to be associated with outsourcing. But you're saying that there's an actual, like they did stuff with fetuses. This company,
Yeah,
Bain Capital.
he used baby meat for cosmetic products and
right.
such.
Let's go ahead and take. We got a
I know,
phone. We got a
right?
caller on the air. Let's go ahead and get the caller on the show. Welcome, double special caller. Who am I speaking with?
Andrew Hall, ladies and gentlemen, holler.
Ladies
How are
and
you?
gentlemen, Andrew Hall. Holler.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for half of a comedy report from half of a person. Here's our crippled comedy correspondent, Andrew, with the hit and run comedy report.
He just keeps giggling the whole time. So cute. What's up, bro?
All right, Andrew Hall. How you doing, brother?
I love it, man. Less than 2 days till we meet. Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
So now you this is it. You are going to be there. You will do stand up at the show.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, that's a nice way to insult me, ass.
No, I'm not insulting you. Because I don't
I'm
listen.
kidding.
No, here's the thing. I'm not insulting you. I don't trust people, Andrew. I don't trust. So I always need reassurance. I need for you to tell me, yes, I will be there. Yes, I will be there. Yes, I'm going to do this. So that's why. Because I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Friday, kick and wing, right? Friday.
Kick and wing.
Kick and wing.
Kick a wing.
Yeah.
The wings that kick.
Oh, I could get there in my wheelchair. My life depended on it, but I'm gonna drive.
Now, so you do you have your material selected already? Have you been rehearsing? Are you writing? What are you doing to prepare for this?
No, it's I mean, yeah. I'm generally rehearsing. Generally, setting it up a timer on my laptop. I'll need to know my window.
What do you mean? What's your window?
When to open, like a 10-minute window. How long am I talking? How long am I?
All right, it's called a set. It's called a time for your set.
Hey, be nice.
I'm
It's
being
first
nice.
time. He doesn't know all the lingo.
All right. He could have
I
Googled the
know.
lingo. All right, that's fine. All right, that's why I'm telling him. So when he goes there,
Did you figure out where to pause for laughs and practice the pauses?
Oh no,
That's an important thing to do.
no, don't do that.
Yeah, I'm a rocket scientist. It's all about the pop in a joke. It's all about the pop.
is, man.
And with that pop, and once you see it, you let your audience laugh. I mean, obviously, it's not good enough for probably some people aren't going to laugh, and the worst thing it's going to happen is what? You get nervous after 5 minutes, you find a good close, and you go, and that's it.
All right.
That's right. He's right though. It's all about the pop.
Yeah, you know,
is
I
about the
mean,
pop.
it's gonna be,
punchline?
we're gonna be hauling ass, you know, like a girl's going on the back of my wheelchair. That's haul and ass.
Right on. You know what's funny? Up north, they talk about the soda of the joke
The soda of the joke.
instead of the pop.
The tonic. Oh, I got that joke tonic.
That's funny.
So,
But it's not Mitt Romney
Timothy
funny.
Green, wow, Timothy Green, how you doing? Where's your mother at? Or just tell me you better ring your mother. Is that Timothy Green?
I don't think Tiffany.
Really?
Tiffany, does your mom live down here, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Well, okay, but Tiffany's going to be at another show. We want her to be at the show. Well, I don't know. Maybe she'll switch it up and come.
We could take her mom.
No, she looks uncomfortable. I don't think she's going to do it.
I mean, if someone picked me up, I guess.
Oh, for
I don't
God's
care,
sake.
but
Yeah, no, we'll just become your limousine service. No,
Well, yeah, you can ride you can sit in my wheelchair if you want in my car.
Yeah.
Or you can ride in the back seat.
Yeah.
I can't ride with strangers.
yeah, she can't ride with strangers.
I can't be taking rides with strangers.
Yeah.
It's not like Forrest Gump.
What is she, 5?
No, you better watch it. She's a kickboxing master, Andrew. all right?
Master.
She will kick the air right out of your tire. That's what I'm saying.
Aw.
One deft motion. All right, so
All right, now you're making me nervous.
he's like, "Don't be messing with my tires, man. Don't mess with the tires."
No, don't worry.
All right, so usually,
All right.
Andrew, usually for the guest set or when you're doing a guest set, it's 5 to 7 minutes, right? That's about right? 5 to 7 minutes, Tiffany?
Right.
5 to 7.
Unless you're killing.
Unless you're killing and you go a little bit longer, but you've always got to be looking for that light. Now, this is the most important thing when you're doing a guest set. Somebody in the back of the room will have a light, and you know whether you want to get off or not, we may be lighting you. When you see that light, you got to try to wrap it up, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe it's a cell phone, maybe they got a lighter, maybe it's an actual pen light. I don't know what, but somehow we'll let you know in the back when it's you got
Part of the puzzle of being a stand-up is recognizing what the light is.
It's
Sometimes they'll
certainly-
try to trick you. Sometimes they'll use like an old fishing lantern, like from Scooby-Doo. Sometimes they use like a child's watch from a Happy Meal. But you just gotta be paying attention, man. And that's right. You don't want to screw up because then all the other comics will make fun of you. It's the oldest thing in the book.
Yeah, no, or they'll cut your mic off and it'll just be you speaking it very lowly. We're like, wow, we can't hear him at all. I'm very excited. What kind of jokes do you got set up? Can you tell? They don't have to do them, but just maybe tell me kind of. You got a couple.
You got titles for your jokes?
No. I mean, it would generally be like stories, but in such a way where it gets your attention, and you're not yawning, but you're waiting for the joke, you're waiting for the laugh.
Right.
I really like experiences I've had.
Sweet.
Look at great comedians, tell stories, tell stories with great laughs.
That's right.
Awesome, dude.
But also keep the stories within the 5 to 7 minute range. If you've got stories, and I'm assuming that's 1 to 2 stories, make sure that they're 3-4 minutes apiece,
And you should put some jokes in there,
and
too.
put some jokes in there.
Because like one time I went to a restaurant, and they had an awesome menu, but they had no food, and it wasn't much fun. Yeah, just sitting there. You were wanting that food. The menu was looking good, and you were wanting that food, but it wasn't there.
Yeah, there should be like laughing every minute or so, don't you think?
No, well, yeah. Look, with Andrew, I'm not. Don't worry so much about how much I laugh, Andrew.
Yeah, no, there's time for spreadsheets later.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
right.
start working on the LPM, laughs per minute.
Right.
And,
All right. I want you just to come and have a good time, be yourself, and get that experience on stage. I'm really looking forward to seeing you do this because, listen, it's not easy to do this. It's the first time for you, right?
Right.
Well, I mean, I do motivational speaking, but that's speaking to motivate. This is
Right.
speaking to entertain.
Right. This is
Stand-up comedy.
right. I think you can cut loose a little bit more than you can when you're a motivational speaker, and it might be interesting to see what you have to say. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. People, if you want to see us, we'll be at Kick and Wing in Hudson. You can check it out on ComedySlamRadio.com. I think there's a link there. And we'll be there Friday night. That's July 20th. Yes, July 20th.
that's right, July
Hudson.
20th at Kickin' Wings in
Showtime.
Hudson, like 1952 or some crap like that. I don't know what the hell it is.
It's little in 52. I know right where I've been there. I know right where it's at.
And your cousin here, Nolan, tells me that you bring the crowd when you go out. When you go out, people come.
It's a blessing. They do.
They do, man.
It's a blessing. He's like,
Great
yeah.
sticky gouts, they come. What? Oh, no. What? I didn't say that.
Oh my God.
Is Jordan performing?
No, Jordan.
I don't
doesn't
do that.
No, Jordan doesn't do that. He just talks bad about us while we're up there, and then afterwards.
So, what's the bill? Like, you'll speak. I'm gonna watch you first. or am I popping a cherry on the audience?
No, there'll be an MC typically who will warm up the audience,
Gwiggy.
and then you will pop. Gwiggy standing up is going to be the host, and he's a very funny guy. You'll like him. And then I think if the feature is
Paul Voigt.
Paul Voigt, another very funny gentleman, and we'll put you right before Paul Voigt. Paul Voigt will feature, and then I will go ahead and close the show as the headliner. So I think it'll be a fun show. It's going to be fun.
Oh, that's exciting, man. That's exciting.
It is.
I'm right in the middle.
It is.
Right in the middle of you two.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, kind of in the middle.
I've actually known Alex. I've actually known Nolan longer than I've known Jesus. In fact, but when Alex turned into Nolan, I thought I met Jesus, especially with the hair.
I have no idea. I am so confused right
I know.
now. Who is Alex, and how did you meet Jesus? That's why.
Alex is him.
Oh, Alex is him.
It all happened when
okay.
a cat with a briefcase wandered into my office.
I used to work for a transgender man, and she changed her gender. I just changed my name.
Oh,
I
that's
figured-
right. Okay, all right. Now I understand it. Wow,
okay.
Nolan is a swinger. He's out of Caliente half the week.
I know.
He's known by 4 different names. He's like, tonight I am Alex. Look at my penis. You know, Nolan's all over the place. There's no idea. Tomorrow night you can call me Jesus, but right now Nolan will work.
All right. What's your name?
I can hear Nolan.
I can hear Nolan too. We all hear
What's he
Nolan.
doing?
He's got his mic.
All right, so did you-
remorse.
Yeah.
Did you have a good week so
No,
far?
actually, Did you say that I do have a computer? Yes. Has it gone to crap? Yes.
What happened?
So, go ahead.
What happened to your computer?
Oh, my God.
I spilled water on it.
What?
spilled
Why'd you do
water.
that, bro? That was a stupid thing to do. Why would you do that?
Because he's
I was washing
handicapped?
my feet. Wow, what an oxymoron.
I was washing my feet and I blew up the damn pewter. Damn pewter.
That sucks.
Can't
though.
you just put it in rice?
No, you can't put
Did
it.
you-
That's like
All
phones
right.
you can.
I mean, is it just the keyboard you screwed up, or the whole was like a laptop, or?
I can get in, but I can't surf the web.
No porn.
You want me to tell Nolan to turn
Get out
off?
of the porn. I can hear that in there. All right, Andrew. Well, listen. I am looking forward to this Friday night. It's going to be exciting. I need to get out, man. Now, do you drink alcohol? Can I buy you a drink while we're there? Is that?
Yeah, no, you're more. Yeah, that's good. That's fine.
Wow, you sound like you. Look, I don't want you to lose your chip or anything, dude.
Yeah. What do you drink, bro?
No, I can consume alcohol. I love tequila up. But, I get down, brother. We can drink.
You're frightening me right now. Okay, I offer you a drink. You're like, well, all right. It's scaring the hell out of me, dude.
I know.
It's a good thing I didn't offer him heroin.
Let's
What
get
the
this
hell?
kid some Boilermakers.
No kidding. I got the spoon, brother. All right, so we'll have some
so
drinks.
You're both gonna be there?
Yeah, Jordan's coming out, I think, and I
Probably.
have to be there because I'm working. If I want to make any money, that's what I want. I want everybody to come out so we can all make a little bit of money. Andrew, I want to see you come out there and shine, brother. I want you to come out, have the spirit of Montel Williams in your heart.
Get some glossy moisturizer
And
so you can
let
really
it out.
shine. Yeah.
Hey, you know Jack Osborne got diagnosed with MS, correct?
Yes, yeah, I saw the People
I didn't
magazine
know
thing.
that.
Yeah, Jack Osborne. Yeah.
My buddy Montel reached out to him. I endeavored to go to Montel opened a medicinal marijuana shop in California.
Did he really?
He owned.
I wonder what the name of that is. What's the name of the shop? It's got to have a cool name if it's Montel Williams.
Actually, that hasn't been released. I just read the article though.
Sweet.
I don't know the name.
Please be free samples for Double Special Shop. Montel's free samples for Double Special Shop would be so
Send
awesome.
No, when the next time he's working, maybe if he's not too, if he doesn't get a hair to go play poker, maybe I'll bring him up to the show.
Well, listen, if you could talk to him and just have him call the show, if he could spare like 5 minutes just to talk to us, we'd love to have him on the air. Montel Williams, for those of you young people who don't know Montel Williams,
know who he is.
Yeah, a huge talk show host.
Teenager, I used to go home and watch his
Right,
little
watch his talk
yeah.
show. Now he
Right.
sells, what is that, Casualty Life? What is that insurance commercial he does?
I don't know. I don't
What's the insurance commercial that he does?
Mutual life insurance.
That's
I
right.
think.
And he still looks damn good too, I might add.
Damn good pitchman, that Montel.
Damn good looking
he's
pitchman.
like 50-55. He's
Wow.
a really good guy, and Montel just has this amazing mountain get out of my way attitude.
Right.
And, but he, if he's at a party, at a barbecue and whatnot, he'll tell his wife, tell nobody not to push me in because I can't swim, and I'm afraid I'll drown. So, multiple sclerosis has amazingly changed Montel's life, but it hasn't changed Montel's attitude.
Yeah,
And that's what makes him even more, but he can't run. He can't run like he could.
I was going to say, how is it?
Paul, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, how has it changed him physically? You said he can't run, because if you look in the commercials, he looks totally normal. It looks like nothing really affected him. But you're saying he has limited mobility,
oh,
right?
yeah. On the back of the mind, he's going, zombie apocalypse comes, I'm so screwed. So screwed when zombie apocalypse comes.
No, we'll sit down at dinner. I'll be like, Montel, you in pain? No, it doesn't look like you're in pain. I smell the joint. I don't think you would be in pain either, Montel.
I know I'm not in pain, Andrew. I could give a crap. But no, and you know what? If you can get him at some point to come in the studio, that would be even better. We'd love to have him in here. I don't know what the hell I would talk about. I have no idea. I mean, if you came in, we could all rap together. But what would you even ask? Jordan, what would you ask Montel Williams if he came in the studio?
If you thought he could take on Morton Downey Jr. in a cage fight, when they're both in their prime, though, not like now, because he's dead, obviously. But
Do you remember Morton Downey Jr.?
The name sounds familiar.
He was
the boxer. He did UFC.
No. He was a talk show host right around the same time Montel was, a little bit earlier. And his logo was a big open screaming mouth, and he used to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, he was like
and
the
just
last,
berate people.
He was the last TV show host who would smoke on TV.
Oh,
it was awesome.
It was awesome. He was such a jerk, and it was what a great show it was. He was like Springer, but with balls. That's what I'm saying.
Like Angry Springer.
Yeah, Angry Springer.
Angry, loud,
chain-smoking Springer.
Yep. From Long Island.
That's a good question. I like that.
Yeah.
So, how long have you done stand-up? How long have you been in the stand-up, doing comedy?
All right. Well, I started doing stand-up in 1988.
Ask him how far his career's gotten.
That's about as long as I've been alive.
Great, because I'm older than you. Now, listen, you say that, but I never got into stand-up to try to be famous or I didn't want to do it full-time. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And then certain things happened. I got with the Hooligans. We did improv for a while. But I never wanted to get famous.
Justification. It's driving me crazy.
Did you ever gotten big, or did it at the Apollo in New York? Or
I don't know that I would be at the Apollo, but no. Listen. The biggest thing I've done, I think, is we opened up for Dave Chappelle as an improv troupe, which wasn't huge, but it was a pretty big audience. I auditioned for Last Comic Standing, but I didn't make it on TV. I've opened up for a couple of big names: Pauly Shore, Bill Bellamy. Worked with some people. Opened up for a couple of big bands, ABC, the '80s new wave band, stuff like that. But but I mean,
couple big bands, ABC.
They were a big band.
Have you heard of Paul Brewer?
Paul Brewer or Jim Brewer?
I mean, Jim Brewer, yeah.
Yeah, we've heard of Jim Brewer, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
He's funny. Do you like him?
Yeah, Marty likes him more than I do. Marty's got a huge heart-on for Jim Brewer. He really.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Because he came from this area, I guess he was in this area working for a while, and I don't know if he actually came from. I think he came from somewhere in Florida.
And he was cute, and he had nice abs, and Marty
even
just
if I had,
was into it.
Montel Williams call, and it wouldn't have to be funny, even just a drop, like, hey, this is the double special.
Yeah, even if you could get him to do a drop, but we would really appreciate it. It'd be awesome.
Pretty much be asking him his rolling equipment techniques.
No, but he means just to do a station identification drop like we'd got with the Phillies guy. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, hi, this is Montel Williams, and you're listening to the Double Special Show on ComedySlamRadio.com.
And then you throw in a threat to Morton Downey Jr. Morton Downey, I am coming for you. Morton Downey, you loud-ass bitch, I am coming for you.
When I'm not murdering the ghost of Morton Downey Jr., I'm listening to Double Special.
I went to the projects on Father's Day, man. Father's Day is a pretty confusing day in the projects. Props to all the moms who pulled double duty on that day.
Spoiler alert.
Oh my God, dude.
Alex, I'm not your father.
All right. You're too much, dude. Listen, we're looking forward to the show. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to take a break here in a minute. But is there anything that you want to run by us? Any questions you have about the show? You're not nervous, are you?
You nervous at all?
No. I mean, I'm not. From a young age, I spent time on stages, and I don't mean to sound pompous, but no, I'm not. I'm not nervous at all. The worst thing is that you're gonna help. The worst thing that happened is you help me out, but no, I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a fun time. I think potentially, this could open doors for me. Maybe lead to a future. And if it's not for me, at least I could say I swung for the fences,
Good for you, man. See, that's why we like Andrew Hall right there. Good, positive attitude.
That's right, man.
Yeah, see? And you're not going to make fun of him. The
Oh, no. No, I understand.
I actually got disqualified on my driver's license. Actually, I'm permitted to drive. I don't have my license, but I got disqualified. And the best thing is, no, I didn't score a home run, but I got second base. I got a permit.
What did you get disqualified for?
What did you get?
We were going down a narrow road, and I was driving too much on the wrong side, and then had to make a right, and a car was coming, and it was a close one. And unfortunately, the state takes mistakes like that very seriously. But because they see me disabled, I also don't have to pay them. It's free.
Oh.
So I can go back every day, and they can call me. Here comes that one-legged cripple, Andrew. I wish he'd hurry up and pass his cash so I can stop hanging out with them in the car.
Andrew Hall, ladies and gentlemen. He might be crippled, but he's got a hobby. Taking the driver's test.
Oh, you guys take care. I'll see you Friday.
All right. Hey, listen, Andrew. Always a pleasure. We'll see you Friday night, guys. If you want to check out Andrew Hall, you can do so at Kick and Wing in Hudson. Check us out on the web. The show time is at 8:30. We're going to go ahead and do that. Right now, we're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back out of the break, Nolan, go ahead and play that song, and we're going to talk a little bit about some serious, funny stuff here in a second. Double special show coming right back at you.
I'd hurt your pride. You didn't tell me, baby, the frog had died. Why don't you take your love and shove it? I've had my fill of it. Take your love and shove it. I've had my fill of it.
And that was Shove Your Love by Kane's Cousins. Was it Take Your Love and Shove It?
Thank you. All
by
right.
Kane's Cousins, ladies and gentlemen, from 1960, what is it? 1968. That's right.
That's an old classic, and if you're wondering why in the hell we played that, because
Yeah.
we don't usually play music on the station, and certainly not old hippie ass music from 1968.
Yeah.
That was to honor my mother, who recently passed away, actually yesterday, and she sang backup vocals in that band, and then got kicked immediately out of the band.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a weird thing. It's awesome when you can have something tangible like that. From your parents artistically, right? I mean, because that's what I hope for my son. I hope that someday, if anything happens to me, God forbid, that he can go back and go on the web and see some of my stand-up and go, oh, that's my dad. Wow. And so that band went on to actually have 48 members in the band. So apparently the guy that ran the band, Terry, whatever his name was had serious problems with people. You know what I mean? Like,
Really?
you're in the band. Tim and said, I don't like you. You're out of the damn band.
So it was like the polyphonic spree of its day or something.
Right. So my mother's name, Carol Pierce Rasmussen, her married name, was in the band, backup singer. And apparently what happened was they recorded this song, which became kind of a cult favorite for them.
Take your love and shove it.
See, it's kind of catchy, right?
It is. It's very
Put
catchy.
it in a basket and sell it. Take it down to the river.
All right, yeah. Okay.
Drown it like a kitten in a sack.
All right, thank you,
Okay.
Jordan Baez. All right, so she was in the band, and it was right around Vietnam era. The war was going on, and the drummer decided. And this is the story that my mother told me actually years ago when I asked her about what happened, because I saw the album cover. And I said, you were in the band? She goes, yeah, I'm in the band. She flips it over, and there's all these people, and then there's one person with a black circle around their face with an X over their face. I'm like, well, where are you? That's me right there with the X over my face. I'm like, well, and at that point, as a teenager, your mom's trying to impress you. You're like, really? Is that really you? Because I have no way of telling if that's actually your face. It's been blacked out. I can't, but it was her face, and she was on the album. And when I asked her what happened, she said that the drummer decided he was going to go to Vietnam. He was going to enlist and go to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
The band didn't want that. The band was actually starting to get hot at that time.
Right.
So what they did was they dropped LSD somehow with him, and unwittingly to him. He didn't know. So now he's on LSD. They kind of sequester him in a room and show him like battle footage, like news battle footage of Vietnam. Right.
Right.
Like, holy crap, man. Like, it's the 60s, so I guess that's what you do.
I guess, yeah.
When you're bored and you don't want your drummer to leave. So they did.
It's like when I didn't want to go to summer camp, and my parents just dosed me up full of LSD and put on meatballs.
Right, exactly.
It didn't work.
Yeah, you're like, is my bed really going to end up in the middle of the lake? No, not really, son.
But now I have a weird sexual fetish for melting Bill Murrays. I don't understand it.
So the LSD thing, they're trying to convince him, they're trying to scare him out of not going to Vietnam. Well, my mother wasn't okay with that, and she was not okay with that, and she threatened to, call the police. So hence the X over her face. Her like, yeah, that was
because she's a narc.
Yeah, well, not a narc so much. Well, come on, dude, that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. Put them on acid and show them stuff like that for your own selfish gain.
Yeah, but you don't turn on the band, man.
You're not. Yeah, but you're. Yeah, but you're not looking at the bigger picture. 48 members. It wasn't just the drummer. It was obviously somebody calling the shots in the band. I was like, next, and my mother just happened to be like number 8. I don't. Maybe that's what she was. Anyway, if you want to check that out, it's on the web. Somebody posted that on YouTube. They actually have a cover of Alice's Restaurant, if that gives you an idea of the time frame there. And that was for my mother, and that goes out also to all my family members who are now going back home after a long, harrowing week of doing that. And that brings me to the subject that I didn't know if I wanted to touch on this, because I get sad and I get upset in my private time. I don't typically do it out in public. That's just not the person that I am.
But for right now,
I've never seen you get sad about anything. I don't know what it is, but
I live in a permanent state of clinical depression. Like, it's just like baseline state at this
and
point.
Tiffany's always smiling because she's got great teeth. Why wouldn't you smile?
Exactly. I know.
I'm afraid of my teeth.
I wore my retainer for this.
So, but I mean, this past week has really had me in reflection about the way people deal with death. I mean, obviously, and I don't want to get into specifics, but obviously when you have a family member that is sick and is dealing with the sickness, it's really hard to deal with. But it also forces you to really...
Want to touch your mom?
No. This is later. She's on the album that was all scribbled on that album cover. Yeah, if you look on the back, there's somebody with their face X'd out. Or actually, she's on the front there with her face X'd out. But it brings me to click it up and see if you can enlarge it.
Right,
right, exactly. She's got the black line across her. Yeah, I thought it was an X, but maybe on the back it is. But anyway, yeah, that is actually my mother on the album cover. And post that up on Twitter if you can do that.
All right.
So it got me thinking about death and just dying and how some certain people deal with it. And there is some funny stuff about it. It's a touchy subject. You're young, so you're not even thinking about it, right, Tiffany? What are you, like 28, 29? What are you?
I'm 29.
29. So
I think about that.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
She kills people daily for her karate.
No, she teaches
and
people.
she teaches children to kill and murder. She's got a whole army of trained killers. She knows all about it. She's looked into a man's eyes as she death punched him right in the heart or something. Right. She knows what goes on.
Yeah, but didn't hit his heart because she's a master,
right.
And the technique actually popped out his shoulder blade on the other side of his heart.
Right. She hits him in the heart, but the force goes through and ruptures the spleen. It's awesome.
No, but listen, I'm 46 years old. I'm getting a little bit older, and so it certainly makes you think about it. But here's the thing, too. When people around you, close to you, because I've never had an actual real close family member die. I mean, I did. It was a cousin, and pretty close, but not like your immediate family, like parents or brothers or sisters. But people want to be nice to you. And you get, and this is awful to say, but it's so true, that you get certain gimmies. You know what I mean? Like when I was at work and I got the news about my mother, even though this has been going on for some time and we knew it was inevitable, it was going to happen any second. When it happened, they were like, "You go home." And I'm thinking, okay, I think I will. I was upset, but I didn't have to go, but I was upset, but I left. And they're like, "You take as much time." I'm thinking, well, why don't I take a week?
Yeah.
Can I get a car out of it? I mean, how far can you push with your grieving? That's what I'm saying.
You can really milk it.
You really
for
can.
A while. Yeah, your mom. Totally.
Right. The first thing Tiffany asked me, and please, the people that are listening that know my mother, and don't take this the wrong way, this is a comedy show, and we approach this from a comedic point of view. But the first thing you asked me was, how much money did you get? I mean, that's even though we don't want to think that, certain people are thinking that. They are thinking, well, what's in it for me to? And I'm not that way. Apparently, you are very superficial.
No, I'm not. I just was trying to come from a comedy angle.
No, and then your grandfather gave you a radio or a TV.
When my grandfather died, I was upset, but they're like, you could take anything in the house. I'm like,
anything?
The TV.
That's you didn't even look around.
I was 14. I'm like, the TV.
I would have been going through some drawers and looking for a safe. I would have been like, well, okay.
I know.
Anything? What year is that car out there? That's what I'd like to know.
Yeah, but I was like 14. I got like a VCR and a TV.
No, but that's not bad though. For at 14, you're like, score. Even though your grandfather died for it, but that's fine. No, but I mean, it is. It's sad, but it's now, and that brings me to another question. It makes you think about what way you're gonna die. You know what I mean? Because nobody wants to go out hard.
Well, I mean,
what's the most common? How do you want to go out, Tiffany? If you have to go out,
well, of course, everyone wants to go when they're old and just kind of drift off.
What do you mean drift? What does that mean, drift off? Because drift off could mean in a helicopter into a mountain range.
You're like laying in bed, you just
die in your sleep.
Yeah, that's what everyone wants.
Of no illness though, just you're like tired and you die of tiredness.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to die at all, but
nobody gets out alive. All right, so I don't care what mastery of kung fu you have, you are going. As I found. Now, what about you, Jordan? How do you want to go?
Don't.
Come on, no, but you have to. So how do you want to go? If it's gonna happen, if you get a choice of how it is, come on, what would you choose?
Death of the universe, and everything collapses to a point, and then the point hits me in the head. I have an aneurysm.
What would that feel like? Better yet, what would that look like? Holy crap!
I don't know. Nobody would be there except me to see it. It'd be awesome.
How would you not want to die? Like, I would never want to die by drowning. Of course, we shouldn't say it's because like a murderer could be.
Well, no, but I mean, obviously the traumatic ways, and for me,
no, you don't want to go out like the Joy Division style. That's always one to avoid.
What is that? The Joy Division style.
With the wanking it with the belt around your neck.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you for that.
Okay, that's why I said Joy Division.
I don't think I have to worry.
You couldn't go with
that.
NXS. That's much more.
Is that how he went?
Yeah, Michael Hutchison. Yeah,
maybe that's what I was thinking.
All right,
Michael Hutchison, or what's his name? Kung Fu guy. Yeah, see, you could go.
How would you not want to die, Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
The sickness thing. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could deal with that.
Like my grandpa had emphysema, and like he.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, like he was suffocating.
I want to go spontaneously. If I go, I want there to be like the universe thing sounded great. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah. What about licked to death by puppies over the course of several months? It's cute, but just painful and boring.
Well, not at first. It isn't painful. Yeah, after a while, once their tongues start to get dry and your skin starts to get irritated.
Once they start scraping bone, like month 2.
Holy crap! Only you could make puppies awful. Jesus, man, why would you do that?
I don't know.
No, but I was thinking about it. I'm sure a lot of people. I don't know if people actually think about it, or if they just ignore it until it happens. But
yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, some people obsess about it. Some people do. And I think about it.
I've obsessed about it before.
Right. I think you get
before you go to bed, like you're laying in bed, all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, and then you start thinking about it, and then you're like, oh, I have to put the TV on so I can go to sleep.
The TV is not going to save you from.
But then you start hearing
emphysema.
You start hearing The Simpsons in the background, and you just drift to sleep.
What, you go to sleep at like 8 o'clock at night?
I know, what the hell, dude? Just a freaking old lady, man.
Dang.
I am a master. I need my rest. Let's go to early bird bedtime. All right.
Anyway.
No, but what do you think happens after, Jordan? What do you think? I mean, are you in the Scientology thing with the energy leaving the body? What do you think happens afterwards?
No, I have no idea.
You don't know?
No, pretty much I think probably not much.
You think just loss of consciousness as far as no consciousness at all?
Yeah, basically. That seems like the most likely thing.
Yeah, but when you go to sleep, you have dreams.
Yeah,
and
you're still alive.
Your brain is, yeah. You don't think the energy goes? I'm just asking.
It might go slowly. You might still be like dreaming a little bit until you're finally just cold.
I got you. Tiffany, what do you? Now you're religious, so we know you've got the whole heaven thing and the hell.
No. it's not heaven though, or hell.
It's not. What do you mean?
Okay,
What?
this is what the Bible says.
What Bible?
Uh-oh.
Your Bible or the actual
The
Bible?
actual Bible.
Which
Old
translation?
Testament, yeah, right. King James,
people
Old Testament, New
Yeah.
Testament.
I think a little confused. This is all the New Testament.
Tiffany-
okay,
Hold
yeah.
on, we're about to have an epiphany right now.
Unless you're quoting this in Aramaic.
So-
People's got it
Now,
wrong. I'm gonna set him straight right
I
now.
have friends that are Bible scholars that are like getting their doctorate and stuff.
In a
it.
fantasy book. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So this
I
is
got my
what they
doctorate in Lord of
say.
the Rings.
You
go ahead.
when you die,
Yes.
you obviously you go into the ground, and then on the day of the resurrection you get judgment, and then the people who are bad get thrown in a lake of fire.
But does this all happen
then
on
we inherit
Earth?
the earth.
Well, but does this happen on Earth? I mean, where does this happen? Because
right.
a lot of people have died, so this has happened to a lot of people so far.
Um,
They've been judged.
Everyone, no, you don't get judged until the day of judgment. Everyone's
So where-
sleeping right now. Everybody's sleeping, and then God's gonna Jesus is gonna come back, and there's gonna be this is what it says in the Bible. I'm just telling you what it says in the Bible.
I asked you what you believe.
I believe what's in the Bible.
Okay. So you believe that there's going to be a judgment.
And then on the day of judgment, everyone's raised up.
Now, how does
and
the judgment work?
Wait,
Is it
let
like
her-
one
let-
at a
Lloyd,
time?
let her finish,
Oh,
let her
okay.
finish.
All
Well,
Let her finish.
okay, let's say they have Jordan. They're like, okay, Jordan, you did this and that, and da 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 da, and then you gotta go through the whole reel.
Oh no, wait. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. You have to go a little.
So
bit
you're
longer.
thinking
Right.
it's like
And
that Albert
then-
Brooks movie.
and then
basically.
he'll be like, okay, you can stay here and inherit the earth, and then they'll throw some people in the lake of fire. And then they get the second death and they
So
die.
wait, do we all
they don't go in hell. They just get burnt in the lake of
Now,
fire.
when I inherit the Earth, do I get like my own copy of it?
well,
Like everybody gets like a separate
will
Earth
be
of their own?
renewed in the oceans and everything. There's no oceans or anything. They all get dried up and we all live on the earth. It just gets redone.
So there's no water?
And God's up in the new heaven.
I don't need no damn
No,
water.
no, there's no, but there's a little.
What if
river
my
and
heaven
stuff.
involves yachting?
I'm just saying. I know.
What the hell do you do then?
I'm just saying.
Okay, I
what's-
need some wheels for my yacht,
what's
please.
in the Bible, but yeah.
Oh,
So that's
for
the Bible thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. No,
But you believe
I-
that will actually happen?
She believes it.
All right, that's cool.
She believes it.
Anyway,
I got really quiet. Holy crap! It's really tough. I don't. Listen, I'm an
Jordan's
atheist.
thinking about it.
I'm an atheist,
what
and
do you think?
I come from a scientific thing. What I said initially, and the universe. I think that your energy gets reabsorbed into the universe in some way, either molecularly or expanding into gas. I don't even know. I know that scientifically they say that when a person dies, there is actually weight loss in the body, and they attribute that to and the Scientologists actually believe some of this, that you have a spirit in your body. They call it a thetan, whatever, that entity. Like, I believe that the consciousness that humans have is a little bit different than maybe the lower animals, and that consciousness goes on in some aspect. Maybe it gets reabsorbed into a larger thing. I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I think you shed this body, and maybe it's akin to reincarnation, but not into another animal, just into an energy
Nah, I
form
think
or
it
another
just-
consciousness. I don't know,
Yeah,
dude.
You're
see,
putting yourself above animals, and that's wrong.
It's cool to talk
You
about.
are.
We're on
ape.
one, yeah, but we're on one planet, dude. We're on
I
one
know,
planet.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it all just goes back
Yeah,
into
but
the
think
general
about it.
phlogiston
No,
that we
but-
all share with the
Yeah,
hamsters and the snakes
maybe,
and the spiders.
but you don't think the consciousness we have is distinctly different than every other animal on this planet?
I don't know. I've never been conscious as a different animal, so I can't really compare or
Fair
contrast.
enough. That's fair enough. If you want to give us a call on the air, 727-493-2055, you can check in. We've got about another 45 minutes here on the air. In the studio, Tiffany Barbee is here giving us her religious and kickboxing opinions.
I like talking. I always ask whenever I meet someone new. I'll be like, "So, what do you think happens when you die?" I love just asking that question. I think it's interesting. So,
But my answer's not offensive, I don't
No.
think, right? And I think that there may be some.
I want to
I'm
go back to
totally
Lake of
open.
Fire, though.
Oh,
No,
God.
yeah.
Is Lake of Fire now? Is that so that you actually believe in like an actual literal like lake made out of fire, and like also are the
is
banks
it
fire,
a metaphor for another place, or is it
just it's a metaphor for some kind of indescribable torture?
It's just the lake of fire. I'm not really sure because it doesn't go into detail, but I know it's not hell.
doesn't go into detail?
It like there is no hell. That's just what they do. It's probably like kind of in the core. You know how like in the core there's like
Yeah,
in
but
the
I
core
mean,
of the earth.
if it's a lake, then couldn't you just like hang out on the side, like on the shore?
And get a nice beach lounger and
Roast
hang out.
weenies?
No.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my foot in the lake of fire. It's torturous
I
enough,
think-
right?
I think
I
God's
wasn't
like,
that bad of a person. Everybody, regardless of severity of
You
sins,
either
severity
stay
of.
and inherit the earth, or you go get thrown in the lake of fire.
I think I inherit the earth.
So
That's
there's
what
no heaven at all.
and you get the you just inherit the earth, and it's made really nice. It's like paradise.
Right.
They
I've
say
heard.
it's paradise.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
San Diego.
Yeah, all the Starbucks are really
I know.
clean.
I'm like worried. I asked my friends, like, is there like TV there? Like, what am I gonna do forever?
Yeah,
That
you need
sounds
money?
Like so boring.
You asked your friend that?
Yeah, I asked my friends that are Bible scholars. I'm like, are there TVs? Like, what do you think will be there?
No, so you don't believe in like maybe a more intellectual conception where you become one with God.
Like mine?
Well,
yeah, but yours is
Reabsorption of energy
Yeah,
into
but
the
no, but
universe.
you're rejecting the whole idea of an
they-
actual God.
They
Okay.
say that we all get jobs and like we work and do things for God and stuff. Like that sounds horrible.
That sucks.
Yeah, that does. That's what we're
I'm
doing
like-
now.
I'm like,
God.
So I'll be working harder than I do now.
Jordan just goes to a cleaner place where he works now. It's the same. I almost said the place. He goes to just a better version of that.
God,
Damn it.
Terrible.
And now that people are polite, they're not even jerks, so you don't even have that to really bounce off. You're like, damn it, everybody's so nice.
But I'm talking about more like the divine comedy, where the whole idea of heaven is more of an intellectual thing. You are a spirit. You're in total communion with God, and you actually lose your individuality
Yeah, I don't
as
know
a
if
result of that.
I see the universe thing too big for just a God thing. I can't see a centralized energy of anything. I think it's all random. So for me, it's all random, and so I think the energy gets just transferred from one place to the next in the universe. Well, I mean, you have the black holes, and you have all these spaces in space where you can pass through. I think energy gets transferred.
We'll all find out. Whoever dies first has to come back and tell us.
Well, that's not happened yet.
I know.
Okay, so it's not happened. I'm waiting for my mother to let me know
Right,
if everything's cool, and I haven't heard anything yet. So when I heard from her, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I haven't got a text. I got no, any sort of spiritual phone that I can. Maybe I need to get with the Lake of Fire thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, that got weird. All right. Anyway.
Anyway.
All right, no, I just want to. I'm just curious. I'm just curious about
Yeah,
it.
I love that. That's a good subject.
If there is a Lake of Fire, though, you know why I'd like to go there? I'll tell you. Before I came here, I turned on the television. You have to be careful if you have cable. Do you have cable at your apartment?
I have Dish, yeah.
You have the dish, so you have all the hundreds of channels. What's that? Oh, okay. I'm
We got
sorry.
Marty Hoffman.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you can break in and actually say it on the air.
Yeah.
Because
Marty Hoffman is
perfect.
on the
I'll be with him in
line.
a second. Make him wait. Because I want to get to this point, and then he can chime in. We have the cable, and you have to be careful what you watch. Sometimes I'm just like bored. I put on this show, Toddlers and Tiaras. Have you seen that damn show?
Are they where they're like beauty queen
Oh my
things?
god! Yeah, but you know what? I thought the show, because I've never seen it before. I thought the show was like 8, 9-year-olds. They have kids as young as like 8 months.
Oh, I know.
It's
like
Are
3-year-olds.
they in
doing their
bikinis?
lashes, having them in gowns. Ridiculous, dude. The kid doesn't even realize it has hands yet, and all of a sudden there's a beauty pageant. Those people need to go to Lake of Fire. All those parents need to go right in the Lake of Fire.
Right. When I was little, my mom had me in beauty pageants.
You were a beauty pageant kid?
I have a trophy that's like 7 feet tall from when I was like 3 years old.
Are you
They used
serious?
to have us in bikinis. Like I remember hours.
What's wrong with your parents?
I remember hours of my mom putting my hair in curlers and putting mascara on me.
You see-
and like when I'm like 3.
She was a tiara
From
kid.
the ages of
believe
like
it.
2 to 5, I was like tortured. I would be crying and crying. My mom
So
would
you
be
did
yelling at me.
you remember this vividly. You did not want any part of this.
I was so traumatized.
Oh my god, dude. It's really now no wonder you want to learn how to kill people. Holy crap.
I know.
Let's go ahead and take our phone call. We got Marty Hoffman on the line. We'll go ahead and zip on over to him.
Marty.
Yep. Marty, you there? Oh, wait, we got an intro.
Wait.
We still do his intro?
Yeah, we still do his
Ladies and gentlemen,
stupid
it's time
intro.
for the College
Stupid
Station
JB.
Comedy Report
Stupid
with
intro.
our comedy
Dumbass.
reporter, Marty Hoffman, live from Texas, where they have chickens and cows and Martys. So many Martys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marty Hoffman on the line with us. When he dies, he gets to tap 2 lands and get 3 extra mana. Something, whatever the hell you do in that stupid game of yours. What's up, bro?
I can't believe you guys are wagging on toddlers and tiaras. I just want to say from a personal experience, my dad and I bonded so much when I was in those pageants.
Whatever.
And he would get me gussied up, and I felt so pretty. And it was nice. I didn't mind the wig at all, and the makeup was fine.
You didn't mind the
Oh,
eyeliner.
God.
Hey, no, listen, Marty joked, but I watched one of the women had a 5-year-old boy, and she was actually doing eyeliner on him. I'm like, really?
Wow.
You're putting eyeliner on your son at 5?
The only thing Marty ever won was a Rick Ocasek lookalike contest in high school.
How are you, Mr. Hoffman?
So, on a serious note, I just heard about your mom. Very sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
I hope you're holding up. You feel free to call me. On a less serious note, how dare you expect your mom to get right with you as soon as, I mean, there's got to be a check-in process or something. Going to a hotel or something. And then you're like, why don't you call me right away? Because there's shit to do. You know, I'm just getting here.
I know. She's like, I got to fill all these forms. I got to wait. There's people ahead of me. I'm like number 78 here. I can't.
Like Beetlejuice.
I have to take an aptitude
now,
test.
thanks to terrorists, you know, now there's a big check-in, you know, there's a security check. It's just...
No, you're right. You're right.
That's
It's
awesome.
selfish of me, and I should not have expected that. I wasn't thinking about all the other people. You know what? It's been a rough week. But I do want to say on a going back to this, we'll go back and forth serious. I want to, and if they're still listening, a big thanks to all my family members who came to the hospital and helped out and dealt with that. Because listen, I'm in the medical field, and my sister works in the medical field. One of my sisters, but everybody else isn't. So that's really hard to deal with. So thanks to everybody for coming and hanging out and helping us out with Mom. So I appreciate it. Marty, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. One more serious note, not concerning you. Last week, I apologized to Andrew, but we kind of made it like just a bit and everything, so it might not have come off as sincere.
All right.
Honestly, a sincere apology to Andrew. Didn't mean to offend you. I like you and wish you all the best of luck at kicking wings
right.
for your first time and everything.
All right. Well, that's nice. That's nice. But it brings
Shut the hell up,
No,
Marty.
but it brings me to the whole
Such
thing.
a stupid lie.
I wanted to bring this up earlier, and now that Marty just did that, it's perfect timing, I think, to bring up. And this is comedy related. Daniel Tosh is in hot water last week. I don't know if Marty, if you knew.
Yeah, because he raped somebody.
No, he did not. No, he didn't rape anybody. No, he didn't rape anybody.
No, he condoned a rape.
He didn't even condone a rape, for God's sakes. He was doing some stand-up. He made a rape joke, and somebody got offended in the audience. And when she piped up, he said, you know, what would be funny right now is if you got raped. If somebody came in here and raped you. If it was a group of people that raped you, that would be awesome. Basically telling her to shut up. And so he apologized. I don't think he should have apologized. You just apologized to Andrew. And as nice as I think that is, I think if you're doing comedy, if you're making jokes, you shouldn't have to apologize. I mean, do you feel that that's an issue now when you do comedy? Should you have to apologize for what you say, dude, at a comedy show?
No, not really. Honestly, I think most of the shock jokes that are done really just serve to reinforce the status quo in society of what we think is wrong and right. And the only reason they're funny is because they're so wrong, and everybody's going, yeah, that's very wrong, and that's why it's funny.
Right. So
it doesn't condone it at all. It's just a form of humor, and I mean,
I know,
but Marty, does laughing at the whole idea of rape, does that make it okay? Does that minimize the importance of rape? Does that disencourage rape victims to come forward because they're afraid they're going to get laughed at, Marty? These are serious questions. Why will you approach that?
No, I think that's ridiculous.
Oh,
I think
really?
there are other reasons that would minimize it much more than a joke. Just the embarrassment of, being raped. Like you feel like, oh, I shouldn't have been in that situation. How did this happen? Or you're making excuses for the person that did it or whatever is much more likely than, I heard a joke and they seem to be okay with it.
So you're refusing to take any responsibility for your rape jokes?
I don't think he is.
Okay,
your whole
I did a
Totino
joke,
box song.
with a heckler.
Thinly disguised.
Wait, Jordan.
Rape related.
What'd you say?
I actually had a heckler that was. She actually heckled the people before me, but it was still so fresh in the crowd's mind that I had to deal with it.
Okay.
And so I said something. She was very attractive, but she was just dumb and said a lot of stupid stuff. And I said something to the effect that there's going to be a lot of high-fiving during that gang rape.
Wow.
So
that's harder than Daniel Tosh's joke, for Christ's sakes. Holy crap. But that's really damn funny, though. I'm sorry, I just got a picture of the gang right there. Hey, high five, buddy. Really? No, but look, again, here's a woman who interrupted Daniel Tosh's show, and Daniel Tosh brought the point, even though he apologized to her, that listen, you know who you came to see. It's not like this is a big mystery who I am. If you watch his show, it's very racy. He uses a lot of stereotypes. He's really, he's kind of like the Lisa Lampanelli of America's Funniest Videos, for God's sakes.
All right, but is there any way that he could have approached that situation and insulted this woman, this terrible woman, without threatening her with sexual violence inflicted by a group of anonymous men? because
But he
it's
didn't threaten her with it.
Well,
he
it
didn't
is.
say, all right, you and you, rape her if she doesn't shut up. He didn't say it that way.
I know. He said, what would be funny if.
Yeah, he's just joking. I think if you go to a comedy show, you're not supposed to, take everything seriously. It's a comedy show.
Now, is this the clip? Do you have the actual clip of it?
I don't know if this is the actual clip.
We'll play it and see if it is. I don't know if this is the rape joke or not. Hold on, we're going to see if we can play this clip.
This might be a different rape joke.
Is it a different? I'll play it. Turn it up.
Everybody has a
No.
rape joke.
Yeah, especially Daniel. You turn it up?
I'm trying.
Then yeah, I'm a little blue. To my circle of friends, I'm tame. My sister's off the charts. I play practical jokes on her constantly, though. I got her so good a few weeks ago. I replaced her pepper spray with silly string. Anyway, that night, she got raped. And she called me the next day going, "You son of a bitch!"
All right. Well, that's
Okay, that's not really that bad of a rape joke.
That's a great visual, too. That's, not the woman getting raped, but spraying people with silly string. That's
Okay,
really
so
funny.
that's the actual joke, and that's really time. Actually, compared to what you said to her, the high five, that's a lot worse, I think, than the silly string. I think that's, I don't know, dude. I just think people are getting too damn sensitive.
Part of the problem, the culture. There's always been a sense in the culture. A woman who got raped did something to deserve it.
No,
and by making these jokes, that you're helping to perpetuate that.
Well, let's ask
you're
a
helping
woman.
to minimize it.
Let's ask a woman. Tiffany, do you agree with that?
I think that joke's hilarious. Like, I wouldn't take that offensive.
Which joke?
The one that he just did.
Okay, but what he said, he was getting heckled, and he made a rape joke, and somebody said, that's not cool, lady in the audience.
Right.
And he said,
and then he said,
wouldn't it be funny if that girl who's heckling me about rape jokes got raped by like 5 guys right now? Like right now. That was his joke.
I think, you're at a comedy club. What do you want from a comedy club? You can't go in there taking offense to anything. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But
if they're out in the street and they're like hanging out at a restaurant, and all of a sudden he said that, then I could see her.
And he didn't
upset.
know them. He's just out of the blue. Hey, listen, lady at the next table.
Daniel Tosh. I think obviously she took it personal because something had probably
You think?
had happened to her.
Somebody got touched.
Yeah. So.
I've never thought that in society that's how we feel. Marty, you have some pretty edgy damn material. Seriously.
Yeah, pretty. Not too bad.
Has anybody ever? What do you mean not too bad? You talk about gay thing with the sucking the thing, and I think gay men could probably be offended by some of the stuff in your set.
I think actually the way that I do it, though, I think it takes away. There are a lot of gay people that have seen my set, and all of them just think it's funny.
Let me use this as an example. You came to town. I
think if I went at the angle where I was just like, gay people suck, and here's why, let me tell you, and here's all the stereotypes about gays. But the way I do it, it's more like I'm on their side in my joke, so.
Yeah, that's what my whole point is. It's easy to say, okay, Gallagher with his new terrible act, he does horrible jokes where he just says, ha ha, gay people, they're disgusting because they suck on the thing. Ha ha ha, that's a Gallagher gay joke. And I'm better than that because even though I'm kind of doing the same joke, I'm doing it ironically and I'm making it funnier and I'm adding the pop or the soda if I'm up north to the joke, But at the end of the day, is it true though? If you do a racial joke, are you any better than some, totally KKK comedian of the 50s doing it? Just because you're doing it ironically, does that somehow make you better?
Yeah. I think intent is very important in a joke. I think your motivation behind the joke is very important.
I agree too. Listen, Marty, I was saying this a minute ago. Marty actually came into town. I got him a guest set at Coconuts. It was during something, and he had at the time he was doing a joke where he had cards, and on the cards he had words that are commonly used but have double meanings. Right, Marty?
Yeah.
Don't say any of the don't say. Listen, wait, stop.
Benign meaning,
stop. Don't say.
Throughout history, they've become almost vulgar or hypersexual.
Okay, right, but don't say the actual word. So you do the things, and you get to the C word, and everybody knows what the C word is. Well, that's a pretty edgy word. I don't. A lot of comics use that.
Not so much in England, though.
No, right.
I'm trying to figure out what the C word is.
Really, Tiffany? Because you have one. So I don't know if that.
It's Cherokee.
The Cherokee. So not only does
that's a terrible thing to say about her mom.
Right. Ooh, hey.
Oh.
So not only.
See, now that's wrong. That's wrong. I shouldn't have said that. That was out of line. I don't even know her mom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Andrew knows about her mom.
Right. This
So,
is really going.
not
I'm
only-
just digging.
not
Never
only-
mind.
We're bringing her
Go
mom to
ahead.
Kicking Wings. What?
Not only do you say the word, but you have it written on a card so everybody can see it. And I swear to God, and I know. Well, you walked a table of older people. That was way too much for them. And they actually did like the blood sport, turn our back on you. You have disgraced this dojo crap before they left. It was, I mean, they got really offended. I wasn't offended, but I knew how some people might take that. You looked at me like, what? What? These are words. No big deal.
But okay. But here's what I said about it. I said, first of all, I'm singing it to Do Re Mi, and I said that it was the Scottish word for can't.
Look.
Okay.
I told
there's
you.
Nothing. There's no. I mean, even the most offensive word, it totally took any of the offensive meaning out of that word.
To you, it did.
Yeah.
Really,
And you know what, Marty?
Joke.
To you, it
honestly, saying that within like a couple miles of Dunedin is really stupid too. All you're gonna do is offend Scottish people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. They were probably going to get cabers to toss at you. You probably got out of there just in time.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Marty, have you ever had anybody really, really close, immediate family pass away?
Or toss a caber at you?
No. Like grandparents are the closest.
Yeah. Were you there? For
Well,
that?
I mean, my son. I had a son. that
Right.
died, but
You did.
Oh.
Your son passed away. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Why am I laughing?
No, it's not funny. There's nothing funny about that. How old was your son when he passed?
7 months.
So you had a little bit of a relationship there. I mean, a little bit of time. I mean, that's,
Yeah, but no, not
not like a
not
lifetime.
long enough. I mean,
Right. Not like
His lifetime.
So both your parents are still alive. Both Sharice's parents are still alive.
no. Sharice's dad died when she was 9.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's depressing. All right. Well,
Double special, ladies and gentlemen.
You're asking.
I am asking, but I thought you would lie. And
Call in and tell us when your loved ones died.
No.
all right.
Very honest.
Now tonight you're going to
It'd
the
be
club.
weird if I did lie, and then you're like, "What's he like?" Oh, he's quiet.
You're
He's a deep guy.
Yes.
About 6 feet deep.
He sleeps a lot.
Oh my God, you guys are awful. No, but listen, I knew I could count. I knew if I brought up this death thing, I could count on you guys to make me feel okay about it. Because listen, it was hard, and I do have a little bit of guilt because I loved my mother, but I wasn't super close. Like I know that my wife is very close with her father, and if he passes, it's really going to be hard for her. And I'm talking like depression for multiple days. Like one of my sisters is very torn up. She's very close with my mother, so for her, big deal. They have the female connection, and I left. I'm much older than them, and I left when I was younger. So there's a part of me that feels guilty, like maybe I should be more upset or I should be crying. That's why I brought up the whole taking advantage of, because at the office I was like, I'm okay, just give me a minute, and they're like, really? Your mom just died. You can go. And I'm like, I don't know if I really, it was almost like a Larry David sort of a moment where I'm like, I don't know if I need that.
Were you weird about leaving work early because of that, or were you afraid that you were going to meet your mom shuffling down the street? Because when I came over to your house last night, you were playing Left 4 Dead 2. Like maybe you were preparing just in case. Like, Mom, I love you, but don't come back. So I'm ready. I have a health pack and an adrenaline, and Ellis has a pan. We're getting you, Mom. Don't come back.
That's a video game, Tiffany.
Yeah, I figured that out. I think it's good to keep your mind busy. You're keeping your mind busy. You're keeping busy. Some people can sit at home and like dwell on it. But
I think and I'm not a sort of person like that. But again, like I said, I just felt. I mean,
Not
I don't
a
know.
deep thinker.
Do you ever feel, Marty, like when other people have issues in their lives that hit them emotionally, like very hard? Do you feel like you should be more upset, but you're not really, and you kind of get a little guilt about that?
Well, like when my son died, I mean, it hit me hard, but like I almost wanted to be at work, just like she said, to keep busy. Like you're. But I guess if somebody else is going through something, sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I felt a little more. Like, I
know.
feel like I should feel more.
You do actually have a little guilt
really
about it.
affect me. This,
It's weird. I don't know. I mean, I know that I was there, and and listen, there was definitely some tears shed over the situation because this, as my boss said, she's a physician. She said, this is a milestone in most people's lives when they lose a parent, one or the other. It is a milestone in that it really puts into perspective where you are on the timeline life-wise. You know what I mean?
12 miles
You're
in.
next.
I don't know what that.
Well, now both your parents living, Jordan?
No, my father passed.
Your father passed. Now, how old were you when that happened?
Like 37.
Okay, so when
36,
you were an
yeah.
adult, were you there for that? Did you go visit him and you were involved in that whole?
No.
You didn't
It
go?
was sudden.
Oh, it was sudden.
I mean, I went to
okay.
his funeral, but I wasn't there when he
Right.
died.
Yeah. And so how did that affect you? Were you close with your father? Did you have a close relationship?
Yeah, fairly close.
So it affected you emotionally?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, well, no, but I mean, some people are not close to their family members, and if their father dies, they're like, yeah,
all
whatever.
right, no,
I never
that's
knew
fair.
the guy, so whatever.
No,
I don't mean that in a bad way. Tiffany, both your parents are still alive?
Yeah.
So you're good. Because what are you, 19? You're young.
I'm 29.
You got no worries. Your parents are going strong.
You got about 4 years.
4
You're going to
years,
lose
yeah.
one. Yeah, it's about average.
That's awful. Don't say that.
I'm not too worried.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Like my friend's husband just died this year. Like he got hit by a car from a drunk driver, and I remember she called me up and she's like, "My husband's dead." I'm like, "Are you joking?" Like I'm like seriously? Like are you kidding? Because she's only 29 too, and her husband was like 31.
Yeah, but there's no age restriction on
but I
vehicular
just-
manslaughter.
For like 5 minutes, I'm like, "You're kidding? You're joking? What?" You know? And then I'm like, "Oh," and then I'm like, "Wait, should I be crying?" Like she's like hysterical on the phone, and I felt so bad because I'm like, I feel like I should really be trying to like work a tear up, but I just couldn't. You know, like it was kind of. It was
she's
more
like, I got nothing.
It
You're
was
in
more
shock.
shocking
Yeah.
than anything.
Right,
But
exactly.
Yeah, I just remember kind of being like, "Gosh, I wish I sounded more upset." Like after the phone call.
The shock thing is one thing, like, but when you've got a gradual disease, that's a whole different situation. So, Marty, I have another question for you. You've been listening to the show past 2 weeks. You heard Tiffany last week. What do you think of Tiffany being here? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I was going to come on with a totally different thing before I heard about your mom. I was going to ask what she was still doing there.
I got you.
You don't. What do you think? You don't like?
You know what? I mean, before, we used to talk. Like sometimes I'd be on the phone almost the entire show. It was just the three of us talking and stuff. And now she's here, and Nolan doesn't even call me to see if I want to go on the show. I have to call in myself, and you guys don't even mention me really the first portion of the show. It's just. No, it's okay. I mean,
should I do an apology?
She's very pretty. She's very pretty. I understand.
Would you like Tiffany?
She does karate. I'm sure she's interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now present an official apology from Tiffany here to Marty Hoffman. Oh, okay, hold on. I got to find some apology music.
If you're gonna do that, when she says that, you should be looking up apology music, and then you do it, and then she jumps right in.
You know what? I'm still learning.
You are still learning.
Okay.
It's a slow-ass
no
curve.
idea.
Is
All
what
right.
it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up as soon as this YouTube loads.
Now get right up in there. I want to hear it. I want to hear it deep and
to the strains of Alisana, Tiffany Barbee's official apology to Marty Hoffman.
Marty Hoffman, I apologize for taking away your 15 minutes of fame every week. I'm sure you are very important.
Okay. Can I stop for apology real quick?
Okay, hold on. We're pausing the
Tiffany,
apology.
Yeah, and
If you're going to apologize, maybe you could not have a giggle in your voice. That kind of hurts. So can you try with a little more honest emotion, if you could? Just
honest
because
emotion.
the giggling not helping me. I'm not feeling it.
All right, hold on. Wait until
And a tear would be nice too.
What?
Build up a tear in your eye.
She
Look her in
just
the
told
eye,
you she
Chris.
doesn't tear. She doesn't cry.
So-
I can't do it.
She didn't cry for the vehicular manslaughter. Why would she cry for you, Marty? Jesus.
Because I'm more important. So.
All right, hold on.
At
Wait a
least-
second. Jordan's working on it. He's getting the
I
just.
thought he was bringing up like an awesome one, and then
What did you do? Check out the Final Fantasy music.
All right, here we go. Final Fantasy. Okay.
There you go. Just play that. Just because Marty can go with that. All right, there we go.
All right, here we go. Apology coming up.
Do apology coming up.
What is this?
It's a festival footage that he played for apology. You are clueless on that damn thing.
All right.
What the hell are you doing?
You told me to bring it to Final Fantasy. Apparently, it was terrible. Yeah, that's what I hit.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Yeah,
My bad.
Shut up.
It was
Shut up. You shut up now. You suck. You suck. Everything you do is sucky.
All right, you're done. Can we do it? Just play what you played before. I don't care. Just play what
just
you
play
played, for
something
God's sake.
slow.
Yeah, anything
All right,
at all.
here we
Sade
go.
would work for God's
Gossip
sake.
Girl apologize music video.
Oh, for God's sakes.
A tribute to Blair Waldorf.
What?
I don't know what the hell that means. All right, here we go. An apology.
All right.
I like this song. Marty Hoffman, I apologize for taking away your time here on the double special. I know that you're a very important asset to this show, and I feel bad that you actually have to pick up the phone and dial in, and Nolan doesn't do it for you anymore. What? Nolan's like, who, me?
What? Get the hell out of here.
No.
Hey, this is Marty's
You're
apology.
ruining
Marty's
my
apology.
apology.
Relax, Jesus.
I don't know what else to say.
Well, just apologize. You never said I'm sorry.
There's no words, and I'm really sorry.
Yes, there are. 2 words you can do.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Marty Hoffman. If there's anything I can do to make you feel better when you're in town, you let me know. That sounded horrible.
Yeah, it sounded horrible. Wow.
I will hold you to that.
Yeah,
I
hold
will
on.
get
Hold on
my
for a second.
best heat miser costume.
You can link it? What does that mean? A conference call? We're going to have a good... all right, yeah. Andrew wants to get on the action. Marty...
I upped the internet. What do you mean?
No, I know you
guys.
did it. Just for... I know.
Only
Nobody
you
else
guys. All right,
complained.
here it is.
Jesus is not a technophobe, my friend. Does all things echo.
Andrew, turn on your phone.
Turn down your
Hello?
internet there, Andrew, because we can
Yeah.
hear. Andrew Hall on the phone with Marty Hoffman. Andrew, you've been trying to call. What's up, brother? What are you doing?
Oh, hey guys. Hey, Tiffany. I just wanted to go and say hi and say hello to you all.
Hi.
I can see you, so you can wave on my grandfather's computer. But hey, I'm so honored, man. I'm so excited. In 48 hours, the Comedy Slam fans gonna be putting down a whole little shindig at Kick and Wing. Yeah, I see you shaking your
Hobo
head.
shindig.
Mr. Clean, love you guys and Mr. Clean.
All right.
But
All right.
I'm so stoked up.
All right, buddy. All right, well, listen, we're looking forward to it, too. I got Marty on. Did you want to say anything to Marty? Because Marty's feeling a little left out right now. Marty is still there?
Marty sounds a little unethical tonight.
What?
I see. We have apologies going around, and
Yeah.
speaking of apologies, what'd you guys do to Marty for the sexual innuendo about a hand job with Montel or Montel? I don't know.
All right, hold on, stop.
Okay, I'm going to cut in here. I'm going to cut in here. Did you not hear last week's show where I spent 15 minutes apologizing to you? And then tonight's show where I very sincerely that I was sorry? Did you not hear that? Did you not listen to the show?
All right, Marty, I got it. I got it, Marty. I got it. I don't mean to make your gray hair raise up. But
Hold on. Hold on. We'll go ahead.
Cool.
Hey, listen.
Now, are you
Andrew,
going out Friday, Marty?
Wait, hold on, Andrew. Andrew, hold on for a second. Marty, hold on. I will play. I don't know if you heard the show last week, Andrew, but we actually did a couple of apologies that Marty tried. They seem sincere. Go ahead. Play one, Nolan. Play us one apology right now.
All right.
Hold on. Listen.
Andrew, I don't know how many times I can say I'm sorry. It feels like I've been apologizing forever. But if you can see it in your heart, just forgive me for my bonus that I said on the double special show last week or the week before.
All right, stop.
I
that was one apology, and then it got kind of weird, and then we had him do another one. That one got even weirder, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Second apology, second try.
All right, again.
Second try. Hit it.
Andrew, I know you've been through a lot in your life, and you've been hurt many times, but probably never as much as I hurt you with my harsh words.
No, Marty! Marty, he got run over by a car! You didn't hurt him that much! God! Nobody's ever hurt him as much.
All right,
you couldn't hurt me as much as a moving car would at 90 miles an hour. No, really. You coming out Friday? I'd love to meet and shoot the bird with you, my man.
Shoot the bird.
You obviously sound like you've done a lot for the comedy world.
Yeah, I will rush from College Station to see your set.
You got 48
I live
hours.
in Texas, Andrew. I live in Texas.
All right, well, Marty, do you have any advice for Andrew? It's his first time. Now, Marty is a comedy veteran as well, been doing comedy for 10, 15 years. Marty, any advice for Andrew? First time on stage, going up, what advice do you have?
Well, he seems like he doesn't have a whole lot of nerves about it, so that's good. When he said that he was going to tell stories, Jordan kind of stole my advice. Make sure when you're telling a story, it's broken up into short, little, there are laugh lines throughout the story.
Tapas.
Because no one wants to wait through the entire story to get to a punchline at the very end. So there should be little laughs. Wow. So, but I mean, that takes a lot of time and crafting, and you'll come, it'll get to you, or you'll get with it eventually.
So just get to him before Chris Hansen does, more or less.
You have a what?
Did you make a Chris Hansen
Yeah.
Hold on. You guys are having their own show. All right, so listen, Nolan says he has an Andrew bumper. Did we record this prior to... We did? Okay, yeah, play, go. Why not? He's got something up his sleeve. Let's hear it.
All right, you're listening to the Double Special with your triple correspondent, Andrew Hall, with the Double Special.
That's right. That's right. We did that last week.
That was very nice. Here's the thing.
Hey, if you guys can hear me, the reception's really bad. I'll see you guys Friday.
All right, brother. Have a good night. That's Andrew Hall right there.
Andrew Hall calling back in, getting a prology, proper type.
A prology?
A prology. A
proxy
proper
prology.
apology is an apology.
So, Marty, you're headed out to the club
made that
tonight
up.
to do stand-up once again. How's it going out there at College Station at the, what is it called? Hilarious? What is it called? Zanies? What is it
It's
called?
Schlotsky's.
Schlotsky's?
Schlotsky's Deli and Comedy Shop.
Like a shot.
Oh,
And then
Shotsies.
some Z's.
Oh,
Shot
some
Z's. Like if
Z's.
you pass out, having a shot.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, my
So-
God.
But
funny.
yeah, it's going great for College Station. I'm getting to perform like 15 to 30 minutes a night, and so
Wow.
I get a lot of stage time.
You must be a big grip there. They're all like, we love you, Marty. You're a comedy gem of College Station.
I know, man. Marty decides who lives or
Because
dies.
it's a college town, I'm kind of like their old guru, so they come to ask me for advice on jokes and stuff like that. And
What's the weirdest?
stuff like that. And
what's
they
the-
pick on me for being old.
What's the weirdest advice? Like, what's the weirdest thing you've been asked to comment on with respect to who? Because I know you probably got some people doing comedy that are like, really, dude, really,
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, the really ones though, they don't tend to ask for advice. They I have one because it's like so white here. He'll like check to see if a joke is offensive because I've got a black wife. They're like, I have to be their like racist compass to keep them on line. So. But
that's that. You must get that a lot, though. Do you get like a lot of white guys asking you what's appropriate around black people just because you're married to a black person?
Yes.
That
is College Station. Welcome to my hell.
No, but it's not. But you know what? It's not College Station because there's a comic here. His name is Merv Seymour. You know Merv? Nice guy. He works actually one of the local stations here.
Yes, I know who he is.
Right. And so one night we're out in front of the club and we're talking, and I started asking him, well, what do black people think about da-da-da? And to me, it was just a normal question. He says, why would you ask me that? And I'm like, because you're black. And he's like, well, I don't know all the black people. And at first I was a little taken aback because I'm like, well, I asked you because you're black. I just assume you might have an opinion on it because you're black, not because I expect that you know all. Look, if somebody asked me what do white people think, I would try to give an opinion, but I don't know all the white people.
But that's you. You're just a talky little schmarmy idiot. You would. It's like, well, it's speaking on behalf of white people, and I'm glad you asked me finally. Glad finally somebody recognized that I am the spokesman of white people. I'll tell you my opinion. But most normal people don't act like that.
Does it offend?
I'm glad you noticed my spokesperson for white people badge that I'm wearing.
Yeah, the hood that I wear. Do you get does it offend you that they want, or does it like intrigue you? I mean, do you give them false information like here's what black people really love and tell them something completely unacceptable?
No. I'm more or less like I'm going to try to prevent a fight just in case an angry black person comes in the show. And if that sounds like I'm saying like all black people are angry, not the case. We actually had a very angry black person hop up on stage and try to beat up one of our comics.
A white comic?
And, actually, it was a Pakistani comic.
Jesus.
Who was repeating a joke that the black guy's white friend came up to do.
What?
And
this story got boring.
Okay. Here's what happened. We had a thing at the end that they used to do called Stump the Comic.
Still boring.
All right? And so basically they would do like a one-line joke, and it would not, an audience member would come up with a one-line joke that
is this the Lake of Fire?
had an answer, and if the comics couldn't
story?
come up with the answer to the joke or a better, funnier ending to the joke, then they got a free drink.
That sounds exhausting.
You keep saying joke. I don't think you know what that word means.
So some white guy came up
Still
with
going.
a really ridiculous joke and was asked, like, Patrick, should they repeat it? Patrick's the white guy that asked me if it's okay to do certain black jokes. And he, in his wisdom, goes, well, Jaffer's brown, so he can tell the joke. And the joke was, like, use the N-word and was like, why do N-words love to eat vagina, I'll say. And that's, so
What's
that
the
was the
punchline?
joke.
Yeah, what's the punchline?
Huh?
What's the
I don't
punchline?
think you've ever officially heard the punchline.
Oh my God.
Was
but
that
I
bad?
had heard it was rumored something like because black women's vaginas taste like Kool-Aid or something. It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
First
that
of all,
is
It's not
ridiculous.
even a stereotype that black people like to do that.
I know.
That's
but-
why. Is it true though?
The
Then
stereotype is the exact opposite.
Yeah, but married to a black person, is that true?
honestly,
A black woman?
because like I don't know, that could be true.
Is it like Kool-Aid, Marty?
I've always thought most girls taste like strawberries anyway.
I have not had that flavor of Kool-Aid if it is. I'm not sure which one it is. Maybe I need to try blackberry. Maybe that's the one that tastes like. I've never tried it. But
Your wife's vagina
yeah,
tastes like a phone?
Oh, that's funny.
Ooh,
Yeah. Jesus.
I've seen that on the internet.
Did we lose Marty?
Huh?
Oh, I thought I
No,
lost
I'm
you.
still here.
Okay. I thought
Okay,
I
but
lost
so
you.
you're never tempted to make up like fake stereotypes about black people for people when they ask. You're like, oh yeah, all black people they eat pumpkin butter and Belgian waffles for breakfast every day.
Pumpkin
So
butter.
weird. Pumpkin butter
No,
and
I
Belgian
did not think
waffles.
to do that. That's or say, ooh, you never say leprechaun around a black person. Never say that.
What?
They hate that. No, I never thought to do that.
Does your
So
wife
now I'm going to start.
now does your wife get a lot of questions from white people about black things because she's black?
I would have to ask her, but I imagine that since she hangs out at white
Would be kind of the
redneck
same
bars,
thing, wouldn't
I'm
it?
sure she hears a bunch of stupid crap.
Dude, if
know?
you asked her that, it would be
So-
the same thing as them asking me. Like, listen, dude, a lot of white people ask you things because you're black. What the hell do you mean by that? Why would they ask me white thing? I'm just asking. I just wanted to check and see.
I wouldn't even think of asking anybody anything about any of that stuff.
Listen,
would you?
I would because I'm fascinated about those stereotypes and whether or not some of them are true, and just groups of people in general. And so I don't see any harm in it. But the reason I brought it up is because today I was listening to another radio station, and he has got a black guy on the station, and the host just called him cuz, and he's like, "Don't call me that. Don't call me cuz." And so the host was like, "Well, why?" You know, because he's white and the guy was black. And he said, well, why not? Well, I just don't want you to call me. It's like, well, does it offend you? No, it doesn't offend me. Just don't call me that. And so they got into this whole thing about it. And then they had people call in. And this one woman called in who was black. And she said, listen, I get a little irritated because when my white girlfriends say, hey, girlfriend, it offends me because they're white.
Oh,
I'm
that
like,
gets so bad, man. I hate hearing that.
well, no, but because when she said it because they're white, I'm thinking, well, that's pretty racist. You're saying that your black girlfriends is okay to say that, but because it's their vernacular that white people are not.
yeah,
Let
but-
me finish. Let me finish the statement before you cut me off. But because the white girls say it, it's not okay for them to use that vernacular. So to me, that's racist. You're saying because of the color of your skin, you're not allowed to say this thing. And so the cuz thing was right along the same thing. To me, the guy was being racist. He's saying, look, don't call me cuz because... And then he said, actually, every time a black guy calls in on the phone, you change the tone of your voice to this urban sort of thing. And then they blew over it, but he wouldn't bring it back up. And I thought, that's pretty racist. Does that stuff happen to you with respect to your wife? Do people treat you different or act differently because you're with a black woman than they would when they're with you alone as a white man?
No, not. I don't get it. I've gotten like a really positive look from a black guy. Like my wife and I were walking in a mall, and a guy walked by me and kind of gave me a nod, like a yeah,
Really?
all right, kind of like
He didn't say something like
that's-
Polly want a
that's all I
cracker
get
or
from
something?
So you got the thumbs up from the brother because you're with the girl.
Yeah, exactly. I got for being with the black girl.
How about the
thumbs
black-
Up, so
How about the black? No,
But-
no. Her family, they like you. They don't treat you any differently. Obviously, they're okay with the situation.
they actually, they all like me and everything. It was weird the one time that I went to the family reunion.
How
And,
many
was,
white people
of course,
there?
The only white person at the family reunion.
Literally the
But-
only white person?
I was the only white person at the family reunion.
Crap.
So
How was that for
But-
you?
it was fun, actually. I mean, they were very nice. I think they went out of their way to be over nice.
What do you mean? What do you mean
might
they?
edit themselves a little bit around me. And I know for the first period of time that they were around me, they started, they were editing themselves
Mm-hmm.
Really?
until I stopped editing myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then, now
then
I'm
it
just
just-
family. And
Everybody
I'm
was
just,
director's cut, and it went on for
I'm
5
that
hours.
funny guy that says the inappropriate stuff, and
Inappropriate
gives them a hard
stuff.
time and stuff. So yeah,
Where you weren't talking about their kinky hair or anything, were they? Because that's
Huh?
never mind.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to offend Tiffany, and that worked out well for me.
No, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So no, but listen. And the only reason I brought it is because Jordan. It's a sore subject for Jordan. Jordan thinks I'm a racist, and I just enjoy stereotypes because a lot of them are true, and I'm fascinated by the way groups kind of act together and the way they kind of band together with respect to the way they treat each other.
And that's why I think you're racist.
I'm not a racist. I'm just fascinated. Some people call it anthropology. I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't really think about it. I remember one time I have one class.
Because you're white. That's why I didn't even think about it.
The ages like 3 to 5 year olds that I teach, they have a very mixture of kids in the class, and I never think about it. This one kid comes in and he's a white belt, and he goes, "Where are all the other white people?" And all the parents got it got dead silent because there's all different.
He thought that the white belt signified his race.
Belts. I knew what he was talking about. Like I knew he was talking about where all the other white belts. Because he's like 4 years old.
Yeah, right.
But all the other parents started getting really offended. Like they're grabbing their children and covering their.
He
ears.
walks and he's like, "Where are the whiteys at?"
And I'm so innocent. I know. I'm so innocent. I'm with them, but his parents look so horrified, and all the black kids' parents and the Spanish kids' parents, all of them were horrified at it.
Tiffany Barbee is a racist kung fu teacher.
I'm like, he means white belts. Where are all the other white belts? But it was so funny. He's like, where are all the white people at?
Where are all the white women? All right.
Kids are funny.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a thought.
You had a thought? Where did it go?
Oh, yeah, my son, actually, he's 3, and he started noticing the difference in races and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
within his own household?
Describes his mom as, my brown mom, occasionally.
Right, but he's kind of brown too. He's kind of mocha, sort of tanny.
Yeah, he's lighter.
No, but I mean, listen, you're
he doesn't always pay attention to the fact that he's brown. I think he's himself as lighter.
You're like a glow stick, though, compared to you. I mean, your wife is a dark African-American woman. Your son is kind of in the middle. He definitely picked up both traits.
If you had to describe the skin shades of your family in terms of food products, which ones would you choose?
The shades of food products? I don't know.
50 shades of food products.
Definitely some chocolate.
Definitely some chocolate up in here.
Really? You could have gone with mole sauce.
And a creamer. So
creamer.
We're a mocha latte, I guess, is what we are.
Wow.
Listen, Marty, when are you going to come back? When are you going to come back down so we can visit?
Well, there was talk of us going to Orlando late this month.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. So
all right. Well,
up in the air right now.
Well, let me know.
So I don't know when we're getting back.
I'm auditioning for the Boston.
I don't know.
I said I'm auditioning for the Boston Comedy Festival. I wish you were here so you could help me streamline my act a little bit, but I'm looking forward to you come back. But we're almost ready to wrap up. I'm going to let you go.
Really?
It went that quick. 2 hours. Bam.
Jeez.
Just like that. Anything?
Yeah, once I get on the air, Barbie, it goes fast.
He's like that. He's premature that way.
Marty.
Listen, Marty, always a pleasure to have you. I'm so glad that you can come on and get my mind off of things, and I appreciate the heartfelt words from you. And again, Marty, even though he's not here and he calls in on the phone, an integral part of the show, and always love having you on the phone. Definitely
Integral. Yeah.
Integral. Well, I like saying integral. I like putting the extra syllable.
Whatevs.
That felt like a big phone hug.
No, it was a phone hug.
So you're okay with Tiffany Barbee here, right? Because Sarah Wilcox might not exist too much longer.
You didn't really answer me. I just wanted to say you've listened to her. How do you think she does here in the thing? I'm just trying to get a feel. Because my wife...
Actually, I like her. I like her there. I think she adds a nice dynamic to the show.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I'm not really there, you don't have a female in the audience or in the show. So
my wife loves Tiffany but doesn't like her voice. It's the most ironic thing. She really likes you.
Really?
Yeah, but she's like, I don't like her voice. I'm like, Sarah had... I'm like, yeah, well, Sarah lives in Minnesota, so let's take her right out of the equation. She's not here.
Sarah, whatever her name is.
But I mean, Sarah, she didn't like Sarah to begin with just because Sarah was in the group and everything. And so I said, well, we'll have Tiffany and see how it goes. And I just want to see... I like the female thing in here. And she's like, well, I don't like her voice. I'm like, wait, you don't like her? No, I like her. She's nice, but I don't like her voice.
I kind of have an interest.
Wait. Sarah didn't like Tiffany's voice?
No, my wife doesn't like Tiffany's voice.
No, Sarah's got her own things going on.
Because it reminds me of the Family Guy thing where Princess Leia meets the one other woman in the galaxy, and she's like, I don't like her.
It's very close to that, though. It really is. No, I think Tiffany is a good. You have sort of a surfer kind of voice.
I have a different voice. I mean, people think I sound like that girl that was on Becker or something.
Becker.
Have you ever seen that show,
Oh,
Becker?
yeah, no, you're not that annoying. Not nearly.
You know the show?
I mean, no, that's saying you're annoying, but that's not
like,
true.
Like,
That was
I
a Sam Malone as a
it's
doctor,
kind of
right?
Like a voice that she has.
That was
she
the-
was
that was
like
the-
Lacey Chabert type voice.
It was
that
like
girl
it
had,
was
yeah.
a Ted Danson thing, right?
Yeah, Ted Danson.
Right.
No, I don't think your
know.
voice is
Yeah.
like
No, I
that.
don't either.
I would describe your voice as like a cross between Maria Bamford and
Who the hell are
I
these
think of his
people?
little squinty-eyed name.
Who was Maria
Squiggy.
Bamford? What the?
Gilbert Godfrey. Gilbert
Wow,
Godfrey.
Gilbert
So,
Godfrey?
you cross those two together.
I don't agree with that for
I
a single
have
bit.
a character voice.
But gorgeous teeth. She has beautiful teeth, and that's all that counts really in radio. All right, Marty. So listen, always a pleasure. I'm going to let you go. I got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, it's 10:30. We
It's
got to
10:30.
make way for the gay guy, straight girl.
The gay guy, straight girl. Yeah.
Are they on? Are they coming in?
Yeah.
They're running late.
They're running late.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, we're gonna roll out here anyway because
Yeah,
I need.
roll out.
I'm gonna have a drink. Yeah. So Marty, always a pleasure. Got anything to throw on out before you get out of here?
Have a great night, everybody. Take care. I'm sorry for whoever I've offended with whatever I said tonight.
All right, buddy.
All
There
right.
it is. Roll him out of there.
All right, Marty Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen. You can see him tonight and every night at Shotzi's in College Station, Texas. Just go to the only bar in town, apparently. All right.
All right, and before we get out here, I'd like to dedicate this show to my mother, Carol Rasmussen. Rest in peace. Love you very much. Thanks for all the family members listening to the show. Kelly, glad you made it home okay. A special thanks to Tiffany Barbee in the studio, doing a great job.
Barbee.
There you go.
Yeah.
A special shout out to Nolan in the booth, working around. Give him a round of applause. And if you'd like to see comedy, you can come see us live at Kick and Wing in Hudson this Friday night. That's the 20th.
That's right. The world debut of comedy from Andrew Not Walking Hall. That was a terrible nickname.
That's all right. And I'll be at Coconuts on St. Pete Beach auditioning for the Boston Comedy Festival on the 26th. You can come out. I need people to come out. That's a Thursday night. Come out and support us as we vie for a spot in the coveted Boston Comedy Festival. And then I'll be at Snappers Comedy Club the following week, August 10th and 11th, headlining, doing stand-up. We'll all come out. JB Lee, great job tonight. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much.
Good lines.
That was fun.
I did
We had
all
a good time. Guys, we'll see you for another episode next week on this station. If you want to check us out on the web, you can do so at
God damn it. At doublespecial@gmail.com. You can Twitter us at Double Special at Twitter. We're on Google Plus now. Double Special on Google Plus.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. We're out of here. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week on
Good
Comedy
night.
Slam Radio. Double Special.
Remember to avoid those exploding Jew buses in Bulgaria.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Double Special Show starring Christopher Gorges and JB Lee, presented by ComedySlamRadio.com. Tune in next week live from 8:30 to 10:30. Please.